and providing everything is set up how it's supposed to be, which is always a lovely coin toss. That was fast. All right, YouTube. Thank you for cooperating today.
I don't have it yet. Oh, there it is.
I heard it. I don't have it yet. Bong!
Okay, I'll mute.
Of course, the game isn't playing audio yet because I'm clicked out of it.
I mean, we sound fine at least.
That's good. I mean, I haven't. I can't even say that. I was going to say I haven't touched anything recently, but we know for OBS that doesn't fucking matter.
Oh yeah, no, you not touching it doesn't mean anything.
Well,
It will basically have just a seizure in either your or its sleep.
Yeah.
And then everything will be scrambled.
That's true. I'm going to get off Twitter because I'm just going to get re-angry, and I don't need that negativity in my life right now when I have no energy for it, regardless.
No, let's get into this overly positive game.
Yeah, totally. As I'm sharing, hello, everybody. It's another Tuesday, which means it's time for some more Veilguard.
Oh my god.
I am very happy with the amount of streams that we have been getting since we have started the series here. As you could probably hear, to some capacity, all three of us are very tired.
Yep.
So
it's one of them days.
Yeah. Or sick in Susie's case.
Listen, if I say some off-the-wall shit, it's because of the fever brain. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Nothing you will say that's off the wall will come anywhere close to the off-the-wall shit that I say. It's fine.
It is true. So it might be a little bit of a low-energy stream day, but we're going to do it anyway.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. It'd actually help if I was watching the stream on Discord.
Yeah, maybe.
Start.
Yeah.
I was just sitting here and just staring at Discord and I'm like, shouldn't I be seeing a game right now? Like, how am I going to see the game? Oh, right.
If that isn't a good fucking all-encompassing example of what the mindset is right now, I don't know what is.
Where's the game?
Where's the coin slot? My brain lagged. You could probably hear it when I was trying to do it. My brain, I couldn't think of the fucking reference, but I went on autopilot anyway.
It's okay. I wasn't listening anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm
Let's all just collectively fall asleep. Here we go, sleep stream.
I'm glad Okay. I'm glad I continue to be just as important as I am any other day. Which was what I was trying to say.
When I'm around, you're even less so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes me feel great. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Yep. Okay. Just as a heads up, this is not against you, Suzie, but it probably should be said. We have made some adjustments to Discord recently on Susie's end. The noise filter is off, so you may be hearing more background noises from their end, including child.
I'm going to try to mitigate as much as possible, but I can't really help much if the child decides to be a child.
And by mitigating, I assume you mean just muting? Muting, you will not be in the stream.
I silenced my phone. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb for a few hours.
I was worried it would be like the other times of mitigation where you just end up muting, and then because you're muted, you don't talk as much, so then you're just not in the stream.
And Dante will only be awake for another hour, so...
In exactly 1 hour, he's just gonna collapse.
His bedtime is at 7.
Again, it is no slight.
By the way, Dante, you have hour before bedtime.
Oh yeah, by the way, Susie's also very laggy, so prepare for that.
I can't help it. My internet sucks.
No, I know you can't help, but I'm just saying.
Again, it's not a slight against you. I just felt like it needed to be said because that is a new development. So
That's true.
I'm gonna cry now.
no,
Just
don't
gonna
cry.
Don't do it.
That would not help my stomach feel better at all.
I'm gonna cry. Why do I hear boss music?
It's me.
Anyway, last time we went back home.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds great right now.
We went to the Undercroft, and
Oh, there's that stream lag. Here we go again.
Here we go again.
There we go, fucking again. Check those settings.
Hold on. Let me open it in
them
fucking
settings.
safe mode. Hold on. One
Don't
minute
forget
there,
to check
stream.
Dragon Age settings just in case fucking NVIDIA is being an asshole again.
I haven't messed with NVIDIA. There wasn't even an update.
Oh, wait, did you actually revert it from last time? I forgot.
I did not. Because remember, last time all I did was open OBS in safe mode, and it
No, but
fix
remember I
it.
was telling you about how you need to make sure that it's not optimized, otherwise it automatically changes it.
it doesn't it all.
Yeah, keep trying, Rob. Third time's a charm, let's go.
Doesn't it only automatically change it on updates, or is it every time you open the game?
If it is optimized, in my experience, it's every fucking time you open the game.
Okay, cool.
That's why I said to hit revert changes and then just manually change it in the game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's obnoxious.
Yeah.
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 Oh, y'all.
Insert Japanese samurai fucking.
Yo!
Yeah, there it is.
Ayo!
As Suzie
Tired.
just dies.
We're tired. Oh, here we go. It's ramping up.
Just pull that open again. And that is, I mean, it's still a little framey, but
It's not nearly as bad.
not nearly as bad. No,
Well, that's a weird thing I guess you're just gonna have to do from now on.
I'm gonna have to force shut down OBS and then open it up in safe mode. It works. I'm not gonna question it. There may
Maybe
be.
I actually do that too.
You said this last
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I did. I was literally about to say. I said this last time.
Is the stream back up?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Um,
Fine.
we yeah. So last stream we went home to the Undercroft, and we spent our entire day there, and we picked up Emmerich, Professor
Dragon
Emmerich.
Age Jason's home.
Yep. We picked up Emmerich, who is a very pleasant guy.
He's a very pleasant old man. Older man. Excuse me. There's a portion of the fan base that'll get mad if I just say an old man.
He is old though.
Yes, but
Dude's in his 50s.
yeah, like Henneman. I'm still so mad he's not in hopes.
I know you are. So we could go and fucking chase demons around, I guess. Although that's recommended level 10 to 40. Might be an issue.
And
Don't-
you can do the
don't-
first few.
Yeah, don't worry about the 40. So, okay, just you do these three things, and then there's an objective after the three things. That's where the 40 comes in.
Gotcha.
Because it's the idea is that you do them throughout your adventure.
Hmm.
I mean, you can just focus on them, which is really easy, but Yeah, it's one of those kind of things. So those 3 should be fine.
I mean, what is the next? We're gonna dock down. Cover the hospital wetlands. Okay, so we need to go there anyway. So we'll probably just take on the demon as we go. I wish you could open up 2 different quests at once. That way I can just track both of them. But it's fine.
The best chance with that is if it's in the same area. Ooh, excuse me. Just look at the map. No, it always shows on the map, even if it doesn't. Like, you're just picking what it shows on the quick access.
Oh, God damn it, you. Yeah.
And now my dog is crying for me.
Oh, cool. Yeah, great. Yeah, well, whatever.
I don't know if that picked up.
No.
You just barked for me.
Gate of Deep Sorrows, Regrets of the Dread Wolf, Heart of Corruption. Are you saying that all of these are active right now?
When you say active, I mean those are the ones in the area.
Accessible.
They are accessible. Well, they are in the area.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of those are behind those doors that you have to go to other areas to defeat bosses for.
Hmm.
You might not believe me, but I'm trying not to yawn so much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm failing miserably, but we got a placemat. The placemat is back.
What?
Oh yeah, that was another thing that
can't.
happened. She came back.
Oh, no.
Holy crap.
Oh yeah, this is your first time back to Minrathos since the incident.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good
incident.
starting shot of what to expect.
Okay.
Yeah, this whole part of the room is just gone now. It's just fucking gone.
Holy crap.
Welcome to the Shadow Dragon hideout.
Or what was the Shadow Dragon hideout?
Where is everyone? What did the Venatori do to the Shadow Dragons?
Nev? No answer.
We're not alone.
Ow.
Whack!
Damn it!
The
The shadows certainly didn't
unstoppable-
invite them in. Look around. If there's some trace or a clue, we need to find it.
The unstoppable executioner has been stopped.
Yeah. You can't stop me. You want to bet?
Hammer.
Other candle hops. Find? Thank you.
This message. You're connected to the other candlehop we met.
Oh yeah, that whole thing. Oh man. They really fucked up this shop. Jesus.
It's almost like a dragon hit it.
Word from Viper. Venatori moving to eliminate us. No one is safe. I'll be waiting in that loading area near the docks. Meet me there. Hector.
Hector. He used to guard the pawn shop's entrance.
He was waiting for someone near the market. He might still be there.
Jesus Christ. This is bad. This is bad, okay? Oh yeah, Morgan also wants to talk here too. Looks like we're to be dealing with a lot of Docktown today.
The killings. This is...
It's bad out here. So many dead or injured after the dragon. Now Venatori grab anyone they please.
Actions have consequences.
Do keep in mind that the Morrigan thing is story.
Mm-hmm.
A Grey Warden. Are you alright?
You're Rook. I'm Vesta.
What happened?
I'm here to help the Shadow Dragons, fighting Darkspawn in the catacombs. There weren't many when we started, but then the others said to run. Get help. We can't leave the Darkspawn if they escape into the city.
Just sit tight.
More Dirksburn. Oh no, it's the Dirksburn. I know my left and rights. I can get up here. I also don't know why I said that in the fucking tune, the Crimson Chin theme.
Here comes the Crimson Chin.
Yeah, that's how you open a chest. Still don't know if that applies. If it's not actively equipped. Bark. Game bark.
I heard Navgalis has been poking around, looking into it. At least someone is. We'll see.
Unfortunate times we live. Some cheese to cheer you up.
You know, I just don't think Halos's fish is all that special.
You're joking. Halos makes the best fish in the city.
He burns the fish, and it's got a metallic flavor. It's off-putting.
That's just the fish in
This tells me you've never actually had princess fish on the other side of the city.
For a moment, I thought the woman voice was just straight up,
Shut up, what?
just straight up Isabella.
Yeah. I mean, it's not out of reason to think that they would use the voice actors for additional voice as well. The Shadow Dragons are enemies of Tevinter. Come to the dockside jail to see the fate of traitors and those who harbor them. Glory of Tevinter Reborn.
The docks. It sounds like the Venatori tracked down Hector and took him there. Let's hurry. I don't like the tone of that note.
You think they'll talk?
We've set up a place to meet. If this is another pile of nonsense...
Rumours sell too, and might be safer than printing real dirt.
So, your mom wanted you to lay low, and now you're with us.
And because I wanted to be here.
Then it looks like we pleased everyone. Isn't that novel?
Yep. It's great.
Wonderful dialogue. So you were forced to be here? No, I wanted to be here. Okay. Essentially, that's all there is to it.
In difficult times, we must surround ourselves with beauty.
Beauty?
Everyone deserves a cozy living space.
I've put everything into getting this space, and I'll get you into the right armor.
I don't think I didn't fucking hear that lag fest going on there. I heard that. It's expensive, yo. Understandably so.
Thanks for stopping.
How has the Minratha Circle been? Getting used to the schedule? The lectures?
It's fine. There's just quite a few high bloods, and, well, I guess it's why I come down here when I have the time. It feels like I actually belong here. So I'm supposed to just accept that they're better because when I was birth?
That's just how the world works.
Gotta love status.
Get ready to fight.
Okay.
Tori, stop them!
Move fast.
Yeah, that makes sense with the cinder block.
Time to end this.
That body. Is that Hector?
Damn it. We were too late.
Damn it. We were too late.
Hey, exactly
the
what I said.
Venatori are gonna pay.
Let's go kill some Venatori.
Hey, Rook, I've news about Lorelei the Fence.
Lorelei? She ran the pawn shop, sold things.
Yes, the Venatori found her. They took her to the docks. You have to hurry. You know what they do to shadow dragons?
We're on it.
My family isn't Altus either.
Gotta go to the docks, but the other docks, not these docks. As if my sense of direction wasn't bad enough. Now I'm having a bad sense.
Manfred, how does he work?
I'm sure Emmerich would fill you in if you asked.
Yeah, but he'd add details.
All right, then. The bare-bones answer from the non-necromancer. You get your parts, put the skeleton together, some fancy ritual later, and you've got a wisp inside running the show.
Manfred's a wisp? Like the ones at your desk? You could make a bunch of moving skeletons?
Me? No. Not without some research I don't want to do. Don't worry, those wisps are staying wisps.
Good.
Good. He'd had details.
I mean, it's true.
I know. Still funny.
All right, this is good, but
Fucking haul ass all the way across Docktown. Orc. Orf.
We've got company.
Do not give in!
Let's go!
Bitch!
Death before failure!
They're dead now!
Fuck your shield. Goddamn tower shield. Towers. I swear I'm not drunk. Although there is a very strong correlation between drunk and tired. What do you mean no?
About to have a problem.
You need to be taught a lesson for getting in the way of your betters.
Ambush!
Excuse me? I appreciate the self-confidence, but no. Fucking... betters. Yeah, okay.
Search the area for anyone who needs help.
Sierra, meanwhile, I'm going to destroy every wooden box in sight.
This was Lorelei's. What did they do to her? So many dead, and for what? To parade their new power, in case we forget.
I don't think they even care if the people they're executing are really shadow dragons. It's anyone who's ever been connected to them or helped them.
Oh boy. Wow, that's it, huh? That's just the quest. Damn.
There is. Yeah, place is kind of fucked.
So, as far as we know right now, there are just no more.
In Minrathous before I joined up.
Yeah, the Shadow
Every
Dragons
time I
and
try to
dealt
say
with it
something.
while Rook and the others fought a second in Treviso. Though you could call it more surviving than fighting. We barely drove it off. But now we have a dragon hunter, so here's to better luck next time.
That's what I'm here for.
So I take it.
Minrathous has a lot of trigger spots.
Yeah, I noticed. So I take it that for right now, there are no more shadow dragons. Like there isn't even a fucking shadow dragon contact to go to at the moment.
If you're talking about the merchant, the Shadow Dragon merchant, and like all the associated shit with that, that's gone.
Oh, just gone.
Oh, it's gone.
Huh. Okay.
It is gone. So this is part of the reason why I said that Shadow Dragons and Crows are the hardest to get up. Because depending on how far and why you wanted to prioritize them.
Mm-hmm.
because yeah, whoever you don't save, their base and their merchant gone.
Wow.
There is okay. So there technically still is kind of a merchant. There is somebody that you can still sell stuff to get influence.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think a small selection of some of what they had. But for the most part, it's gone.
Gotcha.
And that is essentially relocated into the crossroads.
Oh?
Because, fun fact, the crossroads has a little market area.
Hmm.
But yeah, overall, yeah, the Shadow Dragon base, that's gone. That's fucking gone.
Wow.
We're not seeing that shit for the rest of the playthrough.
Jesus.
Yeah. That's why it's kind of a really big deal, and it's a big decision.
That's rough. Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, they got real fucked. Suzie and I still haven't seen the if you pick Minrathos over Treviso. Which I'm like right at in my one file, but I still haven't pushed myself over that edge.
Were you planning on doing that in your file?
Not in my me file. I've already gone past this. It's my in my mage file that I made. I was planning on picking Minrathos.
Gotcha.
Look out.
Especially because in that file I am playing as a Shadow Dragon.
Makes sense.
Also, in my me file, I play as an Antivan Crow, so. Which, to be fair, I probably would have saved Treviso anyway. But... Actually, I don't know. Honestly, I was kind of on the fence about it.
Hmm.
But me being a Crow kind of pushed me over the edge.
Fortune sides with Tosh.
But regardless, I mean, I at some point, hopefully before the end of the series, I'll be able to see the alternate outcome for trashing Minrathos. Or Treviso, excuse me.
Good hit.
Tosh, keeping score.
Okay. Where is the actual fucking...
Looking good.
Where's the fucking, like...
Let's end this.
How do I stop them from fucking spawning? Or is this a war of attrition?
Oh, are you asking if there's a blob around somewhere?
Yeah.
Now there's a nice shot.
Good question.
Solid.
Yep. Okay, I see it.
Rook kicked the crap out of him. Fire and ice.
Didn't think to look at the walls. The goddamn walls.
I've got the setup, you do the rest.
These must be the Darkspawn that attacked Warden Vesta. I'm guessing there's more.
Beat the odds there.
Who wants some?
Ow. You wanna fucking go, mate?
End it now.
I did. I ended it real good. Bitch!
Take that. Watch behind you.
Finish him.
Take the shot. On your... Your turn. Move quick. All yours, Tosh.
Alright, team!
Alright, let's keep clearing blight from the catacombs.
I'm sorry, the what now? The catacombs? Marissa, the old route's mostly passable. We just need to shore up some of the paths, and the tides have opened up new passages. Remember the quarry rescue last summer? We lost that elven woman and her child, but I swear they're down here. I've seen signs, and we've kept people hidden here for weeks. They'll need a guide to get out. If you find this, know I went forward. I have to do this, Ignis. Activating it. And keep pressing the wrong fucking trigger button. This is not L. I mean, this is L. This is not R. More health. What if I... Passive. 25% invulnerable duration. I'll be in Minrathis. I'm not sure for how long. Every letter ends with, I don't know what's next. That feels especially true lately. You'll have to learn more in the next one. I'll know the future by then.
Well, that's unnerving.
Thank you, Rook. What the fuck? Ah. I see. It's a puzzle.
Old magic, forgotten relics. There's a lot left in the catacombs, and the Blight's twisting through all of it. It was very confusing, considering the triggers were almost in the exact same places. And when you are lost, fret not. Your steps will always lead you somewhere, and with Silace's blessing, Silace's blessings. And no matter how many steps it takes, that somewhere will be home. What?
I was trying to mute, and I'd mute, and it would immediately unmute, and I'd push it back, and I fought it for a second.
It's fucking with you.
I just hear doop 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 doop.
Doop 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 doop. That's about right.
An elevator. Could be more Blight where it leads.
Fucking blight.
Do you get the feeling we're being watched when we're in the catacombs?
Motherfucker, that was a bomb.
There's a problem. Take your shot. Got through that.
That's the last of them. We should tell Warden Vesta.
Oh. Just moves around. Okay.
Hey, we're back in Dogtown proper.
Always good to know the shortcuts.
Kitty. Kitty gives no fucks. Dragon attack? Nah.
Vesta, we got the Darkspawn that attacked you. They won't get into the city.
Thank you. The Wardens will be glad to hear it.
As will the Shadow Dragons. Quillen, by the way. I'll ensure Vesta gets the healing she needs.
Good. Dogtown owes her for the warning.
Right. Get better.
Alright. I got some more Durgan. Shadow Dragon. And Grey Warden's rank. Neat. That was a 2-for-1.
Dirty.
So, not all hope is lost. It's just going to be a lot harder to try and gather Shadow Dragon strength at this point. Gonna have to be a little bit more creative with it.
And don't forget about the merchant and the crossroads that you can sell stuff to get Shadow Dragon points with.
Right. Yeah, PJ didn't mention that.
That will also help.
I thought I didn't quite understand when we were talking about it before. I thought it was more something like like you could get the stuff that was sold in Docktown. I didn't realize that you would still get points for it.
Used to be you could drop by the temple for a meal. Too many Venatori there now.
Venatori have built ritual sites dedicated to the risen gods. Their open use of sacrifice and blood magic terrorizes the people. If anyone's out there, help is desperately needed. Signed, a friend of Minrathus.
Venatori causing trouble, and the people of Minrathus are desperate for any help.
Yeah, I'll fuck some shit up. And what's this?
That woman. What's happened? What's going on?
My husband, Atticus, he was going to the Snake Nest, said he needed to help a friend, and he never came home. But when I ask inside, they say he never arrived. They're lying. I know it, but...
What's your name?
Sabina.
If we learn anything, we'll let you know. So, the Snake Nest.
Used to be a busy place. Word is it slowed down.
It's worth checking out.
Don't mind me just lugging this heavy-ass armor all the way across Docktown.
What else do you put gravy on?
Mashed potatoes. Mashed taters.
Break those crystals. We need to get through that barrier.
What is... You can't get it from this side. Whatever this is. I need to go around the long way. But you're going to anyway, so...
The spirits around the Hall of Valor seem very invested in all of it.
Spirits like fun too.
Sure, but one of them was trying to take wages. So I said, I bet the demons in Marathas could teach you a thing or two about betting rings. The spirit said, I bet you're right, and handed me 5 gold. I feel a point was missed.
Hey, you got 5 gold. Take the win.
That's funny.
This is it. The snake nest. Let's look around, see what we find.
Record book of Linus Prosper. Some names are circled while others are struck through. The final name on the list is circled. Gregor, tips extra, here every 5th day. Octavian, unpaid tab, but good manners, here when the ship's in. Martin, complains about partner, nasty tongue. Atticus, never regular, reliable otherwise.
This Linus, he must own the snake nest. And he knows Atticus.
Some burnt documents. Too burnt to get anything.
I don't think we'll get any answers from him. We're looking for someone named Atticus.
Haven't seen anyone.
He was meeting someone here. He disappeared.
Yeah? People do that all over.
Well, I'm still looking into it.
Wasting your time's your business.
We should look outside. Search the area.
Bitch.
What happened here?
That's a lot of blood.
There's a trail.
Child's drawings. Scribbly drawing of a man, a boy, and a rabbit outside a building that looks like the Snake Nest Bar. A rainbow is overhead. Oh, God.
A blood-stained shirt.
No cuts in the material. The blood didn't belong to the owner.
Take a look at that.
Linus's journal. Nothing helps. No one helps. Reggie, my beautiful boy, laughed at one of my stupid jokes, and it hurt him. He barely breathed, and it's not getting any better. I'll do anything for him. I just need help. I'll do anything. I said I'd do anything, but I'm running out. Atticus was last week. Or Atticus was by last week. If he knew I needed help, he would show up. And I can't ask that of him. I can't, but Reggie... I asked for all of this.
A sick kid. His father thought Atticus could help, but something feels off. All right. That Snake Nest bartender must know something. We need to talk to her. Again.
Okay, task list. Write up new healer request. Get prominent spot on board in Central Market. Payment to Krill. Inform staff of time away. Fix cloth rabbit for Reggie. As a reminder to anybody coming in or has forgotten, I am not yawning because I am bored. I am yawning because I am tired. We are still streaming.
We're here.
Oh.
A man named Atticus came to the Snake Nest. We know he was headed here, that your boss Linus knows him. We've been to Linus's home.
All right, it's the boss. He's been acting weird since the kid got sick. Urgent meetings, always checking the storage. But you're Nev Gallus. If you think you can do something...
No, I'm Rook.
I'll let you in.
I'll do what I can.
It's across the road.
Across the fucking road! Alright, let's see what's in the storage room.
The bar storage.
More blood.
There has to be more here.
Oh. Sorry, I know how much you said that every time I didn't roll into some of these breakable things, it kills you there, PJ, so...
Good. It's about time.
Like swinging my hammer.
I get that, but there's just something that is primally satisfying about rolling into that shit.
It's true. It's very good.
Oh my god, a secret room.
Oh my god.
It's the storage notes. Storage must be kept neat as possible. Payments always made below. Keep floor here spotless. Oh, that's convenient.
All this under the bar storage.
He might be farther in.
Sent letter. Or, crumple task list. Send letter. Send Reggie to L for night. Seal way afterward. Take other exit to leave. Curious. Starting to follow. Fix cloth rabbit for Reggie. Well, that doesn't look friendly. So, that's death. Oh, yeah, the sound of fucking flies buzzing in my ear. That is a ritual circle with more dried up bodies.
What?
Wow.
No.
Child's drawing. Scribbly man of... Scribbly man. Okay. Scribbly drawing of a man, a boy, and a rabbit on a sailboat. Blood-smeared page. The payments don't end. The demon repeats. Would you trade another's innocent blood for his? Maker. I said, yes, I'd do anything, and Reggie got better. It started with strangers, but I was running out, and Atticus, we were friends, and I still... Reggie, I'm sorry. I wasn't the man you needed. I didn't even fix the cloth rabbit. I love you always, and I'll break this demon's ties to us.
Linus, the snake nest owner. He made a pact with a demon to save his kid. But the price was too high.
I'll follow up. Make sure the kid's still taken care of.
There's a key. We should see what else is here.
Stash of victims' belongings. An engraved locket found with various discarded trinkets. Atticus and Sabina.
How many did he kill? All for a demon. This was Atticus. His locket. We can return it to Sabina.
Nice. Guess I can't jump when I'm carrying a power crystal. Yeah, that looks healthy. What a lovely door of death. Convenient.
There. Much sturdier than the old one.
Now what? One scroll. When you go lost for... Wait. Oh. Took that back here.
Well, there's other ways to get into the catacomb.
You were there when the gods escaped.
Sure was.
What was it like?
Strange. Chaotic. The stuff of nightmares that stick too long. That's...
Something sealed past here.
The magic...
Hold on. Everybody's talking at once. Mandatory note. Zara released it back here. Leave it be. Let Dogtown know true desperation. Without mages in true control, that's all our city will ever know. I will save us from this soon enough. Alia.
Is... strange.
First off, pet the kitty. Second off,
Here we go.
beat up enemies.
Got him good there.
Excuse me?
We were talking about something. What was it like?
Strange. Chaotic. The stuff of nightmares that stick too long.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you finished your conversation that you already finished. Basically, it was basically the equivalent of, that's rough, buddy. Damp letter. Marissa. Holes dug in the sides of the caravan. Footprints. A doll made of rags. Bones gnawed on. Campfire smoke. Burning cinnamon. Their calls are so close now. They're right behind the walls. Last letter. Out of my writing material. But I'll be back soon. Walls. Whatever was over there is now out of my reach unless I go all the way back. Brawler's decorated leathers. That has the potential to be good if I upgrade it, although they're both +6 and, well, it's medium versus heavy armor. I don't know.
How far do the catacombs go?
How'd that statue get there?
They've been used to store food during war. And Blight kept Minrathous alive more than once. But that was never the whole story. There's secrets older than the city itself down here.
Yep. Let me guess. Too far? Just so.
Indeed, too far.
Hey, Nev. Let me know if you need help on ladders.
Ladders?
Your leg thing? One of the lords. Fenced, he lost a hand. Climbing ladders hurt his shoulder after. He told us eventually. Then we helped him on the ladders. Your foot's got a hook shape. It might get caught.
My work leads strange places. If ladders had my number, I'd be out by now, but thanks for asking. Although, your horns have a hook shape. You worry about them getting caught?
Shit. I do now.
I like that. I like that response.
Well, shit. Now I do.
Now.
I appreciate the interactions here.
This is not a pairing that I see often. Or at all, because, I mean, I've only seen 2 pairings, so...
I like Tosh and Nev interacting with each other.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I like most of Tosh's interactions in general. Tosh is good.
Yep. You put a hole in my wall.
You put a hole in my wall!
Sabina,
You're
I don't know
back.
why that popped in my head.
Oh, I miss
Atticus.
Origins.
The man who took Atticus's life. He thought it would save his child. But it wasn't right.
Atticus.
If there's anything you need, I'll see what I can do.
I don't know. I need time and to put his name on the wall of light. Thank you. At least for letting me know.
Dogtown's desperate at being targeted, then falling victim to demons. The Snake Nest owner. The people Compassion found. What if it's all the work of the same demon?
It's a good theory, and bad news for the people it targets.
If we keep up the work in Dogtown, maybe we'll find more.
Hmm. Hmm. Some good fucking bleeding damage there.
Do you cause bleed?
I don't. I could.
You need something that causes bleed to begin with. Otherwise, it doesn't do anything.
It's a good ring, regardless.
Well, yeah, I mean, all the equipment's good if you have the right build for it. I'm sure you'll see that again when you play as a rogue.
Oh, most likely.
I think I'm gonna go get dinner, and I think that should help me wake up.
Okay.
So I will return.
Okay. How are you holding up there, Suzie?
I'm okay.
That's
My
good.
head hurts a little bit, but I'm making it.
Okay. I would say don't push yourself too hard, but we both know what you do for Dragon Age, so. Admitted by your own self.
Don't ask of me impossible tasks. Apparently I've lost the ability to count. I'm gonna stop crocheting.
Yeah, you kind of need mental capacity to do something like that.
A dragon here? I never thought.
A Durgan. Dragons. In your own homeland. What the fuck? I can jump this. Somehow he winds up magnetizing.
Company, get ready.
Take them down! There we go!
Okay, yeah, sure, whatever.
Nice casting!
And we're going to completely ignore the fact that Toss just warped over.
Venatori! Strike now!
From where? Oh, there you are.
There's a problem.
Cut that boss!
Not too bad.
Hey, weaken!
Let's end this.
Now put him down!
More executions. Venatoria dealt with. I hope whoever posted that plea for help feels safer tonight.
We should check again. Maybe someone else will need help.
Okay. Mandatory ritual. With blood and fire, we consecrate the city in the name of Elganon, first of the firstborn. He who is called Lucican, who in ages past spoke secrets to the ancient watchmen, and who has come again in power to deliver glory on the scaled wings of night. Arcane symbols are drawn all over the parchment in what appear to be blood. Elganon. Now what is this?
We're not alone.
Attack! Do not let
You
them
insist.
win. Take them down. Go, Brooke!
Well, look at that.
Level up. Orders. The Chantry sisters keep their secrets close. They waste the Chantry's gifts on the unworthy. Far better the power they hoard fall to us, to those who can guide with wiser hands. We answered the messages we knew you'd follow.
Another message for us.
Interesting.
How'd it know we'd find it?
Good question. Yeah.
All yours, Tosh.
Yep.
You bet.
This leads to... Okay. Goodness. Everybody's getting a place here. Good thing that we have this magical dagger that just happens to absorb all of the abilities that we need to navigate the place.
About to get fun.
It's happening.
Take your shot.
Upgrade my hammer. Actually, a really good upgrade. Time to go demon hunting.
Hey, Vince can help you if you ever need someone on locks. I'll ask him if you want. He likes me.
Sure he does. You're not bad to work with.
I'm not?
When you lose a limb, you have a metal leg or a hook for a hand, some things get harder. But you ask for help with one thing, and people think you can't do anything.
That's Vashadan. No one can go toe-to-toe with you in magic.
Thanks for noticing. Not everyone does.
Anyway, Vince doesn't have a hook. He's got a set of lockpicks.
No wonder ladders give him trouble.
You'll want to keep your armor in shape. We'll get you something just right.
I have a cousin who lives in this part of town.
Getting a little crackly here.
Attacking the city.
Has your cousin heard?
No.
Reds came by to pick up their wine shipment. Twitchier than cats in a storm. What's going on? What is it?
Alright. There are enemies down here, so we're on the right track. The fuck?
End it now.
Jesus Christ, Tosh!
What?
The animalistic growl.
Take the
Yeah,
shot.
she does that. Isn't she great?
It's wonderful. More caught me off guard than filled me with any other feelings. Oh, where is the demon? Be around here somewhere. I knew I wouldn't make it. Intrusive thoughts 1.
I'm back.
I'm back.
Look there.
It's not enough you disturb my sleep. Now you interrupt my journey in the waking world.
That
Yeah.
sounds like the trapped demon in the necropolis.
Is it agreed that shapeshiver? I'll flay you alive before you find the treasure I've prepared.
Bonk. Bonk.
Tara Adim!
That demon knew us. It sounded exactly like the one trapped behind that sealed door in the necropolis.
Did it get loose?
The note I found said we had to defeat lesser demons before we could reach the one sealed away. But maybe it was wrong and they're all the same demon.
Maybe. We've only fought one, so who knows right now? Well, that knocks out Darktown for now.
Just like the dragon.
Shame on you.
What are they gonna do? Flail their dead at me?
Follow up on the snake nest. Rook, you remember Linus Prosper, the snake nest owner? Everything he did for that demonic deal. He thought it would save his kid. After we found Linus, I asked around. Linus had been raising Reggie alone. He didn't want the kid left to fend for himself. Before the end, Linus sent Reggie to stay with a friend. The friend wasn't expecting the arrangement to be long-term, but they're willing to give the kid a home. The news wasn't easy to break, but he has people looking out for him. I didn't find evidence of demons around or lingering blood magic on Reggie. Demon's interest in this family appears broken for now, but the Shadow Dragons will keep an eye out just in case. Stand together. Rook, I must help. Reed. I must thank you again for helping me. Quilon?
Culin?
What?
No, Quillen.
Quillen?
He introduced himself. Quillen.
You think I retain that?
McQueel?
McQueel? Yeah. Quillen, the Shadow Dragon
I
healer.
wanted to go on record. I wasn't even looking at the word when I tried my pronunciation of it.
The Shadow Dragon healer says I'm well mended. We've worked together to map routes through blighted parts of the catacombs. A few more wardens have arrived as well. Between the Grey Wardens and the Shadow Dragons, we'll clear up the tunnels of the Darkspawn. We're in this together, all over Thetis. Wherever the fight takes you next, I believe you will, and your friends, will find a way through. This blight, or blights, will be stopped. Warden Vesta. Anybody want it? Yes, and it's Balara.
Alright.
Great, is it going to be more fanboying?
No, I
Fangirling?
know. It doesn't make any sense, but it works.
Wouldn't the connection to the lyrium cause...
The veil to rupture? Not if you're careful. Really, really careful.
Rook, good to see you. Balara was telling me about one of the artifacts she calmed. Her manipulation of the Hylic spheres put some circle mages I know to shame.
Oh, that's so nice. Really?
Balara, repairing the Illuvian network alone is worth a thesis.
Have you run into anything like it before?
Not at all. The principles are familiar, but the application, the finesse. Though admittedly, my interests lie more with the spirits. Look to Balara for elven magic expertise.
Everyone earns their keep.
I expect everyone to bring their best. That's why you're all here.
I'm flattered to be part of it. I'm glad we kept up our correspondence, Balara.
Oh, me too.
That said, I've noticed you working at all hours on that artifact.
Really? I don't think it's all ours.
And you're either the first to wake, or you simply aren't sleeping some nights.
Thank you, Professor, but I'm fine. Mostly.
Mostly.
That was really reassuring. Until mostly.
In between the two? It's hard. I've never had a chance like this. This kind of access to knowledge. It's Solus' old home. I want to learn as much as I can.
Solus.
And we've time to learn it. But in order to do that, you must take care of yourself.
Emmerich's right. Relax. Sleep. You'll work better.
I try, then I start to think I should be doing something, anything. Then it's 3 hours later, and I'm even less relaxed than I was.
Perhaps I can help you.
God, do I understand that?
Relaxing?
Yes. I can teach you some breathing exercises. The ones we show initiates.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you.
Of course. We must look out for one another.
And thank you too, Rook.
Anytime.
Okay. I
You were here
am going
too.
to relax right away. But first, I had another question.
I thought you might.
Try to go to sleep, and all of a sudden it's 1 fish, 2 fish. Hey, monkey. Old MacDonald had a farm. Hey, Margarina. Saw that audio, like, everywhere. Well, since we're here, Barrack, you old fuck.
You fucking tiny cripple, you.
You know, Rook, every time I think I've got a handle on how weird magic is, it just gets weirder.
I 100% agree with that.
And that's coming from Barrack.
Yeah.
He saw a mage blow up a church with a poop bomb.
It's true.
It's really fucking weird when you think about it.
Oh, we weren't. I left Morgan in Docktown.
Huh?
I left Morgan in Docktown.
Whoops. Oh well, it's fine. She's not important, right? She's not an important character.
No, not at all.
Yeah, casual, periodic reminder of, Anders' magic in 2 was in fact a poop bomb.
Yep.
It's just something I like to remind myself every now and again. He used stuff that was made from excrement.
It's true. Guess I'm hauling my ass back over again.
Welcome back to Darktown. Darktown? Docktown. Sorry, I want to be in 2 right now, I guess.
It's better than Blighttown. We don't talk about Blighttown.
We don't talk about Blighttown.
We try to talk about Blighttown, but, you know, our conversation slows down to a crawl. There are definitely more
Probably
candle
because
hops.
none of us have played the game.
Well, it was more that... Anyway.
What were you talking about?
I was more talking about the fact that it's laggy as fuck in the original. Like, it slows down the game to a crawl.
No, I was also talking about Dark Souls.
There are definitely more candle hops about, and they started bringing more messages to the shop. Not ones we sent on purpose, but calls for help that were lost, unsent. Pleas that we might not have seen otherwise. Are they finding these of their own volition? Is that possible? Whatever's been done to impress them, I'm not sorry for it. Big
Wait,
bark.
did you play it, or were you just basing this off of you watching stuff?
Oh, I never played it.
I didn't think so.
Dark Souls is not my cup of tea.
Davrin.
I like
if a
Dark Souls
person is
3. I haven't
blighted
gotten
and
into
doesn't
Dark
go
Souls 1 or
through
2.
Whatever wardens go through. Time to end this.
Still need to go back and finish it one day.
Fight for us! Time to finish it.
Fine, knowing how it goes, I'll just have to wait for you, Rob, to get Dark Souls 3, and then we start playing co-op, and that's when I finally finish it.
God damn it.
Back to what we were saying.
Davrin, if a person is blighted and doesn't go through...
Just have to keep up that.
Whatever wardens go through. How long?
Depends on the person. With the changes to the blight, the answer's even more uncertain.
Right. Well, another thing we can't predict.
It could be a couple of weeks, it could be a month, it could be a couple minutes. Dark Souls 2. Okay. Dragon Age 2.
It does absolutely vary. It's very strange.
Concerned note, Darren said he had a deal and that he'd be watched over. He said that I could have that too. No getting kicked around and no worries about demons either. He said that last part a little funny, now that I think of it, but he's crossed the threads too many times. It can't be with him. It can't be with them. Who did he talk to? What did I just read? I said the words. Nothing absorbed.
Yeah, that's about right.
Did you hear?
Oh, spicy.
I can't believe how many people they executed.
What?
The audio. Some spicy, crackly
talking
audio.
about my burp. It's like, oh wow, it made it there already.
And now
Hey,
a
Rook.
dragon. What's
Oh.
happening to this city?
Hey, Harden.
Some people lost their
Hi, Varric.
I wish there was.
Stop it.
What you doing there? You're not a builder. You just get in the way. Let the Templars deal with it.
Buckle up, Rob.
Okay.
Why did Morgan want to meet in Minrathous? Isn't she helping the Veil Jumpers in Arlathan?
Indeed, but today we have a guest, and he needed the anonymity that only a city provides.
Well, look who it is.
Ugh.
Good to see you, Lace.
Rook.
I
You
forgot.
remember how Varric and I served the
Yeah.
Inquisition? Well, this is Inquisitor Adar.
Hey!
The man who led us all.
There he is.
Yeah, there's Robert Adar.
There's Robert Adar. Oh no, Susie's laughing. Okay. Suzie also forgot, it seems.
Your surname is Adar. We have a Kunari on the team who breathes fire, and the Kunari call her an Adari. I've earned my share of rumors, but no one has ever said I breathed fire. Harding mentioned Tash, though. I'd love to meet her when matters are less pressing.
When matters are less pressing indeed.
Morrigan and Harding have told me about what you've accomplished since taking over for Varric. You've
Oh, you got a
together an
mechanical
impressive
arm.
team, and you've got the best chance, maybe the only chance, to stop Elganon and Gillenay.
Ding.
Yeah, he's got a prosthetic.
Sounds like I'm cleaning up your mess.
Rook,
No, Harding. This is my mess.
the Inquisition sealed the breach and stopped Corypheus. We saved the world.
Riffifish.
We also left southern Thedas vulnerable to Canary invasion, as the Exalted Council showed.
But the Inquisition didn't start the Mage Rebellion. We didn't start any of this.
We did our best, but our best had consequences. When those consequences became apparent, I turned the Inquisition over to the Chantry rather than create even bigger political problems. Too many leaders claim credit while avoiding responsibility. I won't be one of them. So, Rook, I am asking you to help me clean up my mess. Okay.
And while you do so, Rook, the Inquisitor will do his best to ensure that the rest of the world remains intact. A daunting prospect, given that most of the South is under siege by Darkspawn.
It's that bad?
If not for the Inquisitor, the South would have collapsed completely. He has not been idle while you assembled your team.
Well
Hey, the Inquisitor's fucking doing something.
Does that mean the South is
Also, I
having
think I think the biggest thing when I look at him is like, I mean, as you know, I've watched the Inquisition series back a good amount. Just the fact that the default male Kunari, or well, I shouldn't say the default, the male Kunari body type in Inquisition is so hulking. And then I just look at him. And I mean, even if you made him like the tallest and the, you know, actually no, the only way you could probably replicate it is if you made him the tallest and the most buff and with the widest shoulder width.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like...
It looks like he's deflated.
Listen, the past 10 years have not been kind to him. He even grew out horns somehow.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
And then he's like, this is too weird, and then he lopped them off.
So...
That's another part of it, is the fact that he's forced to have horn stubs now. Also, I mean, to be fair, also just the Kunari having giant foreheads in this game.
Being forced with it.
Yeah.
So, is that the indication that the South is dealing with another blight, or is it just an increase in darkspawn numbers?
No, like, the darkspawn shit that you're dealing with in the north here, it's, like, even worse in, like, Orlais and Ferelden.
Oh, okay.
Like, shit's going... Like, they're like, in a full-on, like, fucking siege of the South. Because... So the implication is that, like, pretty much everywhere where there could be darkspawn, because this is, like... As people keep coining the blight to end all blights, like, basically every hole in the ground just has darkspawn pouring out of it.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's fucking rough.
Okay, well, alright. And what the fuck is Special Cadus doing during all this?
Dealing with the last 10 years of his life, apparently.
Oy.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually... Suzie reminded me, the other day that, I misremembered the Grey Warden lifespan. I kept remembering that it was 40 years. It was, in fact, 30 years.
Oh. So he could be dead for all we know.
Well, I mean, he could... From the moment that the epilogue hit in Origins, he could have been. For all we know, to be fair.
Because
it's Cadus we're talking about. Like, nobody fucking knows what's happening with him.
in Origins, when you're talking to Alistair, Alistair mentions that most wardens have a lifespan of about 30 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I misremembered that. I thought it was 40. Like, I remember his conversation. I just thought I remembered him saying 40 and not 30.
Yeah. So, at this point, if the hero Ferelden is still kicking around, they're getting close to their calling.
I thought they were, like, over the course of fucking Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition, they were, like, trying to find a cure to the calling.
In Inquisition, yeah, you got a letter from them saying that they're trying to figure that out.
They're trying to figure it out. Okay. It still means they're getting close to it.
I mean, we
haven't
don't have
figured it out.
That's fair.
Yeah, we still don't have any sort of indication of what they're doing right now.
That's fair.
So,
but at least we know
Cadus is still blowing up countrysides. Let's be honest.
He
is probably single-handedly like an entire level of percentage of how the South is holding together. Because he's just in the wild taking out a lot of stragglers, I'm sure.
Also, like, I understand, it's like, yeah, you know, you have the fucking taint in your blood and whatever else, and, you know, you're destined to die, you know, but it's Special Cadus. Like, he's not going anywhere. Like,
again, he's just blowing shit up in the countryside. Like, it sounds like when you go in, like, the area of the fucking forest or some shit that he lives in currently. Because, I just imagine he just wanders. He just picks a direction and walks.
I like to think that he's just kind of just chilling out in fucking, in Morgan's old home.
Yeah, he just lives in a shack.
He just lives in Flemeth's.
Oh, the Kukari Wilds, I'm sure, because of how much it was affected by the Blight. What did I
You say
say?
You said
Kukari.
Kukari.
The Cuckoo Wilds.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and blame Legend of Zelda. Because Kakariko always wants to come out of my mouth when I talk about the Kokari Wilds. But now I forgot what I was saying. Thank you.
I'm talking about how Special Cadus is just kind of living in Flemeth's soul shack.
Oh yeah, no. Seeing how fucked that place was in the Fifth Blight, I'm sure that place is decimated right now.
That's true.
Because again, this is way worse than the Fifth Blight. Like, way worse.
Gotcha.
I mean, to be fair, the Fifth Blight was, like, the least devastating blights. Like, it was actually it was actually the most contained blight out of literally any of them.
Wasn't it also the shortest?
Yes. Everything about it was, like, the
Abnormal.
lightest a blight has been.
Right, yeah.
It was the shortest. It wasn't nearly as devastating because there were some people that didn't even know it existed for the majority of it. I mean, we saw that firsthand. Like, a lot of people weren't even aware, and that was still over the course of a year.
Right, yeah.
So, like, the Fifth Blight was.
The gods were mostly active up here. It's really that bad in the south.
Elganon and Gillenane have
Ding.
indeed restricted their activities to the north. But the forces they deployed to the south, the strange new Darkspawn, have spread fear and corruption greater than any blight in history.
Oh, there it is.
Darkspawn have cut through the center of Orlais. Valroyo and Helem Shiral are barely holding out. Ferelden would have fallen already if not for help from Orzammar. With Denerim lost, the Fereldans are holding the line at Redcliffe. The
Denerim, no!
have the worst of it. Acting Viscount
Denerim,
Vinny
yes!
led the evacuation of Kirkwall.
Oh,
She's
okay.
taking her people and what's left of her army to help Prince Vale keep Starkhaven.
Ew.
We didn't know. My ma.
Don't worry. I talked to the Divine and your mother's safe with the Inquisition.
Thank you.
The Inquisition might just be an arm of the Chantry now. But we've still done our part to get people to fight this threat together. Again, the South is my problem, not yours, Rook. You stop the gods, and I'll make sure the rest of Thedas doesn't fall to the Blight.
Yeah, you caught that bit about Kirkwall?
I did.
Fucking Aveline.
Aveline shot up the fucking ranks. Acting.
I mean, last we
Viscount.
heard the last we heard the Viscount was Varric, and obviously Varric went on this entire crusade against Solus. So now she's the acting Viscount, which I guess means that she's not official yet. But
all right, so Orlais, Helem Shiral, are barely holding out. Denerim's gone, which I never thought I would fucking see the day.
I know, right? That's part of the reason why I didn't say, like, oh yeah, he's probably shucking it, like when we were talking about Cadus, he's probably shucking it up in Denerim. I mean, he always makes his way back.
He's the one that blew it up.
Yeah, it was a Darkspawn. And everyone believed him, and he was like, yes, finally!
Freedom!
As long as, like, you keep the pieces away from him, because he's still, like, his one vulnerability is still Denerite. So, like, any pieces of Denerim are his weakness.
Yeah. So everybody's holding it up in Redcliffe. Fucking Kirkwall is being evacuated? Is that what they said? I kind of already forgot.
What exactly did it say?
Like, I know that... I kind of missed that part because I was so focused on Denerim.
Free Marches have the worst of it. Acting Viscount Aveline has led the evacuation of Kirkwall.
Oh crap. Okay. Yeah, so Kirkwall's getting overrun. And they're all taking shelter in Starkhaven and all places.
I feel so on the fence about the thing with Kirkwall because, for what, I mean, don't get me wrong, Kirkwall is a shithole. Like, as we know, Kirkwall is just a flaming shithole.
Right.
But, like, you'd think it would be a bit more defensible. You know, the City of Chains.
Yeah, and
the whole thing with that. Of course, to be fair, a lot happened to it after the poop bomb incident.
True.
But
do we also think that fucking Hawk, providing that they are alive in this timeline, made their way back there to help with the evacuation?
We have no idea.
Hmm.
It is, to my knowledge, not touched upon because, I mean, it wasn't a transfer thing, and they're probably too scared to mention about anything like that.
But they're erasing the fucking most of the other games at this point. It's all these fucking places that you visited in the trilogy, they're gone or they're barely holding together.
See, that's why I've talked to Suzie about if there's ever assuming there's going to be a Dragon Age 5, which again I really hope there is. I know we all do. As far as this group, I would love to go back to the south. I don't know if they will, but I mean, I know there's still so much of the north that even in this game they don't touch upon. I would love to go back to the south because, of course, I would. That being said, after this blight,
there might not be much of it the south left.
Yeah, it's going to be very different. Depending on how far after the events, it's basically they have the potential to just burn it all and just rebuild. Because of the shit you hear from the south like this. So I don't know, but it's definitely primed for a clean slate idea, which I am not the biggest fan of.
Yeah, I don't don't like that.
True, but this is also just this. Excuse me, this game alone is a bit over 20 years after the first game.
That is true. Yeah.
It
just kind of hurts.
It's been a long time anyway.
It just kind of hurts because it's those places are kind of near and dear to our hearts there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's nostalgia. That's why we're so attached. But at the same time, it's it has been a long time. I mean, we saw Redcliffe and Inquisition, of course. I know there's the whole debacle of, for some reason it being completely flooded. Not that that's an actual... Well, I don't remember. Says you to remember. Was there an actual lore implication of it actually being full of water, or was that just a thing where they just didn't
They didn't have enough time to model all the roads and everything, so they just flooded it.
Yeah, but I was asking if there was an in-game explanation for that.
Not that I could ever find.
Fair. So it was just an aesthetic thing at that point then.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, that didn't look anything like what it was. It was supposed to be fair, but it didn't. But at the same time, I don't know what the fuck they will consider canon anymore.
I'm also just trying to figure out with the new design of whatever is left of Redcliffe, which isn't much. How the hell they're fucking holding up a defensible position there?
I would imagine at this point the village of Redcliffe is probably wiped off the map. Especially after the events of Origins, they had a hard time to begin with, and especially, I mean, not in this playthrough, but, the village of Redcliffe has the potential to be pretty much wiped out after the events of Origins.
Yeah. So it's just Redcliffe Castle, then?
Yeah, at this point, I would assume just the castle would still be around, because the castle is super defendable, as we've seen.
That is true. Yeah.
The castle is great. The village is fucked.
I would have thought the castle got royally fucked up due to Corypheus and his whole meddling, but that was the future. That wasn't the Doom future that we saw with the Red Lyrium.
Oh yeah, no, that was the future that never came to pass.
Right.
Because remember that was a year after Inquisition. This is already a decade after Inquisition, so
right.
We're way past that timeline.
I wonder.
Besides, we were based not incredibly far from Redcliffe anyway in Inquisition.
I wonder if well, I mean, that's transfer stuff too, so it's fucking. Anyway.
Yeah, this is where it gets harder, because the Inquisitor is literally right in front of us, and... I mean, hey, I guess he mentioned what you did with the Inquisition afterwards.
Yeah, I guess. I'm not going down this rabbit hole. I
know. This is the problem I was having, too. I know. It's like there's so many questions, but they can't be answered because the transfer stuff isn't there. So again, unless they're doing a clean slate thing, which I really don't want them to do, like, we just have to wait until another installment to see what happens.
Alright.
I know it's frustrating, but this is just what we have to deal with.
If the South is in such turmoil, why come up here just to talk? And how did you get here so fast?
Did you think you were the only one to unlock the secrets of the Illuvians?
Morgan helped the Inquisition use the Illuvians to travel.
While I lack the Dreadwolf's Viravus, I may still scurry between the walls of this world to be where I might do the most good. The Inquisitor asked to meet you, and I thought it might help you to meet him.
Well, fuck... Veilguard, fuck you and your lack of canon. I know who the Divine is, and I need spies.
What I really need right now is information. If you have anyone who can help.
I'm sorry. I'll be needed elsewhere.
The Inquisitor did not come all this way to leave you with empty words, however. He brought something no one else could.
A wolf
His hand.
statuette. We've found others like
Are
it.
you just carrying that around?
Where'd you find yours?
For 10 years?
Around the time Solus's ritual.
How is it still so intact?
Pulled into the Fade.
Magic.
We've examined the magic.
Oh, right.
And it's tied to the veil. To him, somehow.
Solus is ancient, and his magic...
We're dealing with ancient gods, and you're wondering how my hand hasn't rotted in 10 years?
I hate how
we are
fucking...
literally dealing with elves that are centuries old.
Yeah.
And you're wondering why this meat hasn't rotted.
You know, Morgan's face right here really encompasses that reaction.
Oh, really? Really? Why hasn't the hand rotted? And Morgan's like, I can turn into a spider. And eat someone.
If that fucking paused thing wasn't right there.
You can take a photo of it.
Yeah, you can. You can take a photo.
There we go. Now we have a screenshot.
See, that is a reaction emote.
That's the kind of face that's like you need her eyes to like look you up and down and just go.
That's like a fucking. This is a stereotype, and I apologize, but it's like a fucking black woman just like looking at you for the first time. It's like, like, it's like, oh, okay. I hear the head swivel. I don't see it. I hear it. Anyway, what I paused to say before that, God, it's the same fucking rule as just don't pause during a Disney movie. Don't pause during a Veilguard cutscene.
Suzie does it frequently because she is a photo whore for her characters. Sorry, just randomly gonna call her out on that. Anyway.
Listen.
I'm listening.
They're very pretty.
You're like licking your screen every time you take a photo.
What I meant to say was I hate how smooth the Inquisitor looks. I think that's what's like throwing me off. He's so fucking smooth. It's just like not supposed to be that smooth.
Again, I think part of it is the head shape. Because the Kunari foreheads just in this game, they look very bulbous and smooth.
Far beyond that of mortals. I suggest you take it to the crossroads and see if something in the lighthouse calls to it. Perhaps it will yield some insight into your new ally.
Yeah, but could I get your hand with the anchor? Yeah, just for
that thing is fucking gone. Yeah, we'll just have the anchor close the veil. Yeah, let's just Inquisition the shit again. But now it's a severed hand that you just carried around. Yeah, I'm sure the fucking magic didn't run out of it when it was disconnected from the fucking person battery.
Oh, is it rent time?
It's rent. It's rent.
Oh, this is probably going to pick up now. You want to voice your displeasure, Joker?
Do you want to say hi?
There he is. Oh, he love-hates it.
He's paying rent.
But, yeah, it's a Joker, please.
Every time I looked at him, he'd meow.
Yeah, that's about right.
Mother.
He's like, don't look at me.
But yeah, it's... The South is a whole thing.
Yeah. Apparently. Let's see. Solus is helping.
Right now, Solus is giving us the information we need to track down the gods.
Yes, he is a vital source of information and advice, just as he was to the Inquisition before. He is the Dread Wolf. He led a rebellion that lasted centuries. How many alliances do you think he has made and broken?
I considered Solus a friend. I'd hoped to convince him to see reason. It's too late for that now, but still. If this can give you some insight, help you understand him. Whatever it turns out to be, I hope that it helps.
We should go, Inquisitor. The armies in the south need you.
Right. Harding, stay sharp. You're my eyes in the north.
Always, Inquisitor.
Rook, good luck. If I come across anything else that can help, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you.
Bye, Inquisitor.
Aye. Is that the only time we see him?
That would be telling.
That would be telling. Well...
How dare you ask questions?
I had them.
I have them.
I have them. I have so many questions. Well, I mean, there was the mention of what was done with the Inquisition. There was the mention of how we saw Solus at the end. Whether there was no mention of Josephine.
Nope.
Okay.
I'll be interested to see if you can actually find that dialogue, because I know throughout my entire game, I did not.
Oh, great.
I know, right? Of course, to be fair, in the one file that I would have heard that in, I romanced Bull, and I know the Bull is a tricky subject, because he's literally the only companion that can potentially die in that game. So, I don't know if that was part of it, or... I don't know, man.
This is from the front. Fight for the south. Rook. Though the circumstances prompting our meeting were perhaps not what either of us would have chosen, I'm glad we did meet. I heard of you from Varric, of course, and Harding spoke, and continues to speak highly of you. However, the greatest vote of confidence came from Morrigan. She always had a knack for spotting those who might shift the foundation of the world, even if they don't know it yet. So it was she who suggested we meet, and as always, heeding her counsel proved to be the wisest decision. Unfortunately, I send grim tidings. The echoes of Solus's ritual and the escape of the gods ring in the south, and the smell of war is heavy in the air. In Orlais, a splinter faction of the nobility has made common cause with the Venatori and launched an assault on both the royal forces of Orlais and the border keeps of Ferelden. Ontom corsairs harass shipping out of Ostwick, and in the far southern wilds, blight has emerged once more. Darkspawn in great numbers have been spotted near the ruins of Ostagar.
Yeah, so the Kokari Wilds are once again just fucked.
Right. But I told you to leave this out to me, and I stand by that. I share this news not to ask for help, but to remind you that you and your people are not alone. The gods stir up the greatest evils in Thedas, yet its people stand stalwart and resolute. Take care of the gods in the north, and I'll make sure that the south handles itself. When this is all over, we'll drink the victory. First round's on me. Yours, the Inquisitor.
So, yeah.
I'm not going to complain.
South is pretty fucked.
Yeah. I'm not going to complain about the information that we did get, even if it's not canon. Well, not our canon. Not our canon. Not our.
I was going to say.
I missed a word there.
Not our world state explicit stuff. That's what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, like, it could have... I still feel like it could have been an easy thing to just mention... Like, even if it was just mentions. Even if it didn't have big... Oh, you did the statue.
Shit. Well...
I didn't realize you were going to do that so quickly.
I followed the marker.
That's fair. Yeah, I would have suggested that we do... Because we collect multiple of these, as we've already seen.
Right. That's okay. There should have been an autosave just as we were teleporting back in, so...
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. Best thing I can suggest for you, and this is something that I kind of mentioned at the beginning, and Suzie agreed with me, we should collect all of the statues and view them all at once.
Right.
That will be a stream.
That will be a stream, because not only... I mean, not even just the content alone... Like, this is the stuff that I talked about where we would be unpacking a lot. How there was a lot of, like, head-holding moments of how much it unpacked.
Mm-hmm.
We will probably want to dedicate a large chunk of time. I wouldn't go as far as to say an entire stream would be just that. But we should be prepared for discussion.
Gotcha.
For that. Because there will be a lot of discussion.
Gotcha. Considering what time it is, I think the best course of action at this point would be to... Well, I'll probably go over to Arlathan, because obviously there's a lot of shit that we have built up there and we haven't done yet.
Okay.
Because I don't want to start it's like, it's coming up on 9 o'clock. I don't want to start another story section now. Unless that next story section isn't going to take too long.
What is the next story section?
Going to the... like, wetlands, I think?
Oh, how involved was that? I mean, that does open up a new area. Trying to remember exactly what we do there in that mission. I think I kind of remember it. It's a lot of combat.
Okay.
As one would expect. See, I don't know how long we would want to go for tonight. So, like, knowing that there's a lot of side shit there too, because again, it's a completely another area.
Mm-hmm.
A complete other area. What the fuck? I combined a few things there.
Okay, but what about just the story beat?
I don't remember the end. I remember the beat of it. I don't remember, like, the end of it.
Okay.
That's the lot of combat bit that I was talking about.
Okay. It's just kind of a little bit of a tricky time that we're in. Well, and again, Suzie, you don't have to work tomorrow. Well, you're not going to work.
To wake up and take the kid to school.
That's right.
Oh, wait, you don't have to work tomorrow?
Well, not going to work.
I called
did I miss this?
because I'm sick.
Did I miss you saying this?
I read Hayden's messages earlier. Remember?
No.
You cannot do
Oh,
this,
son
Algernon.
of a bitch.
Did I miss this entirely?
You swore that we would give up.
No.
Oh, the autosave is right at it.
No,
I
autosave
see
is-
that on stream.
We have other auto saves. It's fine.
Well, yeah, no, this thing autosaves like it breathes.
I sent you a picture, PJ.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, you still have to get up early for the kids, so we would still be tied to the same timing.
Mm-hmm.
Only been going for a couple hours. It would feel kind of weird just to end it now.
True, but at the same time, this is clearly a stream where we're fucking exhausted.
It's true.
It's a very low energy stream. I mean, we still progressed. I couldn't tell you just... I mean, unless you wanted to backtrack to other areas, like you said in Arlathan or whatever, then that's completely up to you. But in terms of saying what the next area has in store, because I'm not 100% sure how long we would be going for, I can't fully tell you.
I mean, would it take an hour? Like, what?
Don't think it would take an hour.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you exactly because I don't remember the surrounding. I just remember the combat bits. I don't remember what else is talked about there.
Right.
And again, I also know that my perception of that was also drowned out with the idea of you get a bunch of side quests and then you're doing everything at once. So it just kind of like, like if you do it that way, it kind of haphazardly turns into you're just doing the area mission thing.
Wait.
Or area missions. Huh?
So it's not like the other areas where there was a clear just story beat and then you go back and explore the area afterwards? It's just an open area immediately?
You know what? I don't actually I just don't remember.
Yeah, that's specifically why I'm asking, because if it was just the story beat, I know that the story beats are...
I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember enough about the opening of the area.
Okay.
It's been a good while for me. I haven't played this game in a good while.
We're just gonna jump in and we'll try to do the next story beat and we'll just play it by ear.
Again, I just don't remember enough to give you an accurate thing. I can only go based off of what I think I remember. And as we know, I like to mix memories.
Right.
So, and again, I haven't played this in a while. I remember all the side shit that you have to do in this place, but the introduction mission, I'm blanking on. I'm hard blanking.
55, yeah. Thank God for autosaves.
There's a lot of them.
I know that it's ironic because I was bitching about how like they were cluttering shit up beforehand, but like
it's useful.
I'm very glad that they're here.
Again, this game is amazing with autosaves. It autosaves every time you fucking look around. Just
right. Okay, so
any sort of transition at all autosaves, which is really nice.
So I'm just gonna have to. Oh well, I need to talk to a bunch of people anyway. So
yeah, just try your best to ignore those.
Yeah, that not gonna be annoying.
It'll be worth it though, because that shit we're gonna talk about with that quest is great.
No, I believe you. It's just the thing that the marker
we're looking
is.
Forward to it.
No, it's the fact that the marker is
no, I know,
right there, and it doesn't go away.
But it will be worth it. And again, I think it's great to do all at once.
Rook, care to join me on a visit home?
Because that way it's a lot more fresh in your mind.
Yes,
as you're going
the
through
memorial
each
gardens need tending.
section of it.
I could
Because
use
literally
a
every
fellow
statue
watcher's
is its
company.
own event.
Hmm.
I mean, it's all conversation. Don't get me wrong, but like, it's a lot.
Gotcha. Well, we may have our answer to the issue anyway. If multiple people have quests and they're not in Arlothan, maybe I'll just do those. I guess I'm just gonna save Arlothan for like one big fucking session at some point.
Also, you need to share again. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Anyway. Emmerich just wanted to hop on over home, and I have a couple more people to talk to, so we might have some more quests to do regardless.
Nev, I took a lot of notes while you were away. About what we did, and who we met, and what I thought you might notice. I know you like keeping notes. I thought if you came back, maybe it would help. I'm sorry, that's... No.
It's great, Belle. Really. Thanks.
You look like you were about to kill her.
It's just how she looks.
Hmm.
Why do you run around in fancy mage
Oh
clothes?
boy.
Because I like them?
You're barely even wearing a shirt.
You fight Anton with a bare midriff.
And don't you forget it.
We're fine. Just trading fashion tips. So what I wear is a problem for you?
It's not. It's just... Why dress like that? Are you trying to make your mother happy?
Tosh, what's going on? Something is clearly bothering you.
My bet's on mothers and dresses.
It's just something my mother said the other day. That I act more like a man than a woman.
And you feel like you should wear dresses to make her happy?
No. Can you imagine me in a dress? I'd look stupider than I'd look stupid.
But Canary wear dresses all the time, your mother does.
I am not my mother.
Clear and to the point. But her words got under your skin, and it's not just about clothes.
It feels... right. When she says I act more like a man. It feels... right. Why does it feel right?
Tosh, do you like being a woman?
Nobody likes being a woman.
Ah.
This is stupid. Forget I said anything.
It's not stupid, Tosh. What you're saying is important. You can figure this out at your own pace, but you're already talking about it. And that's a good step.
And I don't even know what it is.
Some of my friends in Minrathous talk about not feeling comfortable in their own skin. As a man, as a woman. I could see if they'd like to talk. Maybe what they say fits how you're feeling.
Yeah. Okay. And thanks. You do look really pretty.
Oh?
To look at. I'd smudge your makeup.
Thanks for letting me down gently.
Oh my.
Oh my, indeed.
I like Tosh.
Tosh is great.
Two more points. What's the last thing I have on her? Blizzard. Alright. Blizzard it is.
Lucanus? Where is he?
Oh no.
And thus, the Fade claims another victim.
No! Wait, he
Somebody
can
finally
fly.
slipped. It took him this long. Someone finally slipped. Damn you, gravity!
Honest. What you doing?
Back, demon! No further! Isn't standing up to them supposed to work?
Let Lucanus go! Don't make us hurt both of you!
Spite, what are you doing?
Got his headlights on.
It's not Lucanus, it's the demon. It's taking him over. He's trying to leave.
Smells like jam and brimstone.
Rook, do something!
I love that about Lucanus, how like every time, like usually the first thing he fucking says is always what he smells.
Yeah.
Which, just for some context, because you can pick up what exactly he's talking about when he talks about the smells. The jam he's referring to is him smelling Harding, and brimstone is Tosh. Just FYI.
Okay. I guess Tosh. Why jam for Harding?
So, I don't even know if I should talk about it.
No, we'll figure it out.
It's a miscellaneous. It's food she likes to eat. It'll be explained.
Lucanus, wake up!
Yeah!
Ugh. What?
What the fuck?
I'm so glad you picked it naturally because I forgot about that.
Spite wanted out.
Okay, so Suzie and I talked about this before. When she picked that for one of her runs, and it fucking shocked the shit out of us with the delivery. And we were gonna talk to you about it. Of like, I was gonna ask you what you wanted to pick, and then if you picked anything else, I was gonna be like, yeah, can you reload the save and go back to it because you need to hear this. I'm so happy you picked it naturally. I completely forgot. That delivery is amazing.
The reaction of what the
Look up! The delivery is so good.
That is not what I expected out of that
I
choice.
know, right? Suzie and I heard it the first time because we were in a call when it happened, and she was sharing her screen, and it just like both of us were like, "What the fuck?" Suzie almost fell out of her chair. When that happened.
It's also because it was Evan who said it, so he just...
Yeah, it was great. It was just... Okay, no, come here!
Yeah.
Like, it's that kind of shit, like...
Are you sure you're alright?
It's really good.
Could be better. It's hard for Spite to take control when I'm awake, so I try to stay awake.
You can't just stay awake forever. I think that would kill you.
I'll be more careful next time.
I don't know what the other voices sound like picking that. All I know is the male British one, but I could tell you without listening to any of the other ones, this has got to be the best delivery. There's no way anything could beat that.
Lucanus, wake up!
There's no... Lucanus, wake up! No, the only way it would have been better is if he actually just went... Lucanus is like, wow, what the fuck? What? It's so good. That's one of the best fucking deliveries you're gonna hear. In this game.
Fucking Pole is strong here.
Yeah, Suzie also had the problem. She was looking back and forth like. You remember Suzie.
We have to make Spite understand that he's endangering you.
He's Spite, not learning. He doesn't listen to anyone. Don't worry about it. This won't happen again. And thanks.
Thanks for screaming at me while I was standing here.
I love him.
It's very good. It's very good.
That was wonderful. Oh god.
I'm so glad you picked it naturally. I completely forgot about that. We had a whole fucking conversation about making sure that you saw that.
And I did. Fantastic. Alright. Don't worry about it.
I like to enter pelvis first through a door midair.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Please do. I need to hear an actual voice now and then.
Can't imagine why.
I'm starting to dream that I'm a griffin. Squawk.
I like how they had to put it in fucking parentheses when he just said the word squawk.
Well, you get high marks for effort.
He's toying with me. So what brings you by?
Just curious, really. Wondering what it's like being a Grey Warden. They've always
Sucks.
been legendary warriors living apart from the world.
Don't know about that. I spent time with people who were bad right up till they took their vow.
How so?
Weishaupt is the last stop for the wrong sort. If you're facing prison or worse, you can always join the Grey Wardens and take your chances with the Blight.
Sounds like the fucking the fucking faction in Orzammar that's down in the deep roads.
Legion of the Dead.
Yeah, it sounds like the Legion of the Dead.
I mean, yeah. It's kind of what they do. Again, I always remember fucking Alistair's whole bit that he talks about, where, like, he's upset when you consider Loghain for joining the Wardens, because, oh, it's a high honor and all that, but it's like, every time I hear him do that spiel, I'm always like, dude, most of the Grey Wardens are convicts. Like, most of them were shipped here. They have a right to take people by force. And they use it often because no one wants to join a team that just goes off and dies. Like,
it's true.
It's true.
It's basically Suicide Squad. Like, it's... I don't get it, man. I know some people join up because, you know, valor and all that shit, but it's like a lot of people are ex-convicts.
I heard about Weishaupt.
Anders ran.
Never been there.
It's a giant fortress and home of the Grey Wardens. It's been standing for as long as anyone remembers. At least since the first Blight.
Does it have floating buildings like the lighthouse?
No, but things float up from the latrines.
Huh. Fun bunch you hang out with.
The wrong sort have their charm.
Literally two of the... What was it? Two of the six origins? Were there 6 origins in Origins? How many origins were there? Human, mage, dwarf, elf. 6?
Yes.
Literally 2 out of the 6. A whole third of the origins that you can pick in the first game. You're recruited because you're basically either going to be thrown in jail or executed on the spot.
Yeah.
Because of a crime. Like...
One that you may or may not have committed.
Yeah, it's... The line is a little muddied. I mean, to be fair, you do kind of commit a crime, but also, you know, there's other corrupt forces in play during that as well, so... Yes, but no, but yes, but no.
And just how wrong are the wrong sort?
Thieves, brigands, pirates, and the odd murderer now and then.
Sounds fun. Right up to the murdering.
At least now they're murdering Darkspawn.
Guys like Davith.
Has your first warden always been...
No one remembers Davith.
A stubborn bastard?
One way of putting it.
He means well in his own way. He's old-fashioned. Tradition is everything. Keeps us disciplined. We never deviate from it.
He'll have to. Elganon and Gillenane won't play by
Dang.
his rules.
If he even believes in them. The man doesn't have much imagination. Even the right sort can be the wrong
We need
sort.
a counter going.
There's a lot of them. Also, hey Rob.
Hmm.
Do you remember Davith?
I do remember Davith.
You do actually remember Davith.
I do remember Davith.
For all, like, 15 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah, funny enough, I'm terrible with names. I can't remember fucking 98% of the shit, like, especially names.
You remember that one guy at the beginning
Davith.
of fucking...
Yeah,
You remember the one guy at the beginning of Origins that drank from the cup and then immediately passed out because he drank the Kool-Aid?
Yeah, go fucking figure. I just...
Do you remember the name of the guy that got stabbed?
No.
I remember. No?
I remember.
No.
Starts with a J. No.
No.
Jory?
No, I never would have gotten that.
Yeah, he's one of those people that were like, yeah, no, I want to join the Grey Wardens because it's a huge honor and all that, and then the moment that he actually sees what they are, he's like, no, I'd rather die.
I'd rather take my chances in prison.
It's not all bad.
When does it get good?
When Darkspawn threaten a village, when innocent people are in danger, then we swoop in, swords held high, armor gleaming, while 100 faces look to us for salvation. And they all live to see the sunrise because of what we do.
Okay. Now I get it.
Best part is the warden fighting alongside you. Maybe they've done some bad things in the past. But after that day, it's different. There's some honor in their life where there wasn't before. Nothing like seeing redemption happen before your eyes.
Yeah, there's a lot of honor in joining a force where you're like, yeah, we need to fucking complete this goal, no matter the cost, no matter what happens. We're allowed to do whatever the fuck we want as long as we make it happen. Yeah, nobody hates that. Nobody hates the group that fucking a sect that goes off into a fortress and starts fucking forcing possession onto people and then tying them to a Darkspawn Magister. Like, just...
A random example.
Completely random example. Completely random adamant fortress example. Completely.
To a whiny bitch magister that can't actually, like, fucking...
He was a dumb Venatori. Most Venatori are stupid. And he was a fucking prime example of that.
Once a thief, always a thief.
Yeah? Is that experience talking?
I'm just saying I'd watch my back.
Don't ask questions you don't want to know
When
the
the
answer
storm
to.
comes, you don't want to.
Is that experience talking? Dude, I grew up in the Necropolis.
It takes the wrong.
What the fuck do I have to steal?
I saw some bones.
Yeah, I stole a dude's leg, and then I heard from all the way over there just, hey, Dick, I need that back. You deal with spirits that are just floating around waiting for you to steal shit so they can be like, finally, something to do in this fucking decrepit area.
And you know, from the actual, like, character lore perspective, fucking de facto ruler of hell, even though he doesn't want to be, like, he's seen so much shit. Of course he's not going to say that people don't, huh?
Once a thief, always a thief.
Yeah. Like, of course he's going to say that nobody deserves redemption. Ugh.
Also, do you really want to steal anything under the fucking watchful gaze of Vorgoth?
It's true.
That he no matter where he's facing, it feels like he's staring at you. Like,
I mean, if it gets him to talk to me more, yeah, maybe.
That's true.
I just did it for your attention. I just did it for your attention.
Yeah, punish me, Vorgoth. Oh yeah.
Yeah, yell at me some more.
Oh.
Daddy, sorry.
Oh, spit your body haze at me.
And welcome back to Horny.
Kind of like us, I suppose.
Not
yeah, I want to fuck the
one-
floating.
Jason, wrong fucking sentence to follow up on.
Fucking. Yeah, I want to fuck a floating coat that is just full of gas.
Yeah, kind of like us, I suppose. Oh, God.
It's the skeleton butler.
I don't know. Manfred the Warden. Has a ring to it.
Wouldn't be able to drink
How
the
about we quit
fucking
while we're at it?
chalice.
See you around.
Yeah, really.
It just goes right through him.
Yeah, whoops.
And then, like, happy hissing noises.
Oh, God. Okay, change of plans. We are going to do Emrich's thing real quick, because I'm assuming this is just like a conversation. It's like a very
It's an
quick-
outing.
It's an outing.
So, something, if you remember, that I said at the beginning of the series, there's 3 types of companion mission things. There's a conversation, which is just a conversation. There's an outing, which is just a bunch of conversations, like, strewn throughout, just walking through an area. And then there's an actual quest, which involves combat.
Right.
So as an outing, there's not going to be any combat, but you're still walking around with them.
But it's still relatively compact.
Yeah, I mean, it's not terribly long.
Yeah, we'll do that.
You don't
in the
want just
walk-off.
wandering around to overstay its welcome in a game that is like this. Like,
home sweet dreary fucking home.
yeah, I just remembered. We never actually went back and looked at that fucking, like, Death's Gaze axe or whatever the fuck it was.
I knew there was something that I needed to look for the fucking...
Hey, I remember it.
God damn it.
Because I keep seeing that fucking just slab on your back.
Okay, I like the fucking cinder... I like the cinder block, alright?
Oh, don't
It's
get
funny.
me wrong, it's a good hammer. It is a hammer that you look at and you think, yeah, that would hurt to get hit by. That's the kind of hammer that you imagine hearing a thunk of hitting somebody's spine as you swing it.
We've done it.
Oh, my dog's picking up, but if he is, I apologize.
He wasn't.
Probably because when I start speaking, then it allows for the, audio to come in.
Yeah.
So if I just keep speaking, then you can hear him barking over and over again.
Everything's calm.
Bark, bark.
Looks like the candles worked.
I don't know what
I
he's
see
barking
some
at.
of our colleagues have begun the renewal of the vows. Thank you again for coming. It'll be good to perform the rites of remembrance with another watcher. Excellent. Manfred found his way down. Very good, Manfred.
He sounds excited.
I thought we'd start the rites here. A tableau of the dead, commissioned 173 years ago.
I remember this. A visiting Orlesian mage called it the most macabre thing he'd ever seen.
Orlesians. Fabulous artists, but no eye for the long run.
Orlesians.
These lives were flickers against the ages, precious, fragile, and finite. Now they serve as a warning. Don't linger overlong in the gloom. Live with grace and fervor while you may.
Not a lot of people take that advice.
It's still well worth the attempt. That one's livelier. Here. Who were you when you breathed above?
This body was a tailor's, a mother's. She laughed and taught and wove the robes kings wore when they were crowned.
Someone must realign her thoracic vertebrae. I hope the novices are inspecting the displays.
Being a watcher of the Grand Necropolis should come with standards.
I remember it being better kept in my day. Doubtlessly just the comforting murk of time.
Could ask someone down here if it's true.
There's a thought.
Time to light the candles?
If you would.
Been a while since I paid homage to our dead.
I love this because it's fucking faction-specific dialogue.
Would you care to light the candle, Rook?
I know, right?
It's very good.
Look at this. The last
more
tomb
rant.
of the Tannhausens. A very influential family in the Storm Age.
We broke the bones of dragons.
A posthumous motto. Their last heir met his match against a Highland Ravager.
Death by dragon. Surprised there was enough to bury.
Do you know, I never expected that the door we found back in the Vault of the Beloved would lead here.
Ah, right. They used to be higher. Did the necropolis shuffle around its rooms again?
It did. We'll have some work ahead, leading people here on the days of public mourning. Could you light the next candle? Aha! One of my favorite flowers! A variegated weeping widower.
You know your plants?
Alchemy is my hobby. It's a break from teaching spirit calling and theoretical applied metaphysics.
That's some advanced necromancy.
Well, feel free to browse my books in the lighthouse. I just found a wonderful work on chronological transection in the Fade. This way, Rook.
Way too many big words for
That
me.
bell did its job. A trace of despair demons. I mean, spirits.
It's all right. You've been away from the Watchers a while.
Thanks. Everyone outside the necropolis uses demons instead of spirits all the time.
I shan't judge any slips.
Visiting your fellow undead, Manfred?
Yeah, there's an amazing amount of faction-specific dialogue that you're hearing here.
I love it.
Just all the casual
You need to
interactions
light these
are
candles as
much
well.
different than if you're not a watcher.
Makes sense.
It does.
Open your hearts to the final day, companion of all the ages.
You still have the old ritual memorized?
Like I said, a watcher should have some standards.
The spirits gather. Only a few more candles. Follow me.
I also just love the atmosphere around here.
Yes.
Like, obviously, it's like it's doing its job of
look
being
here.
kind of creepy, but not overly saturated creepy.
It's a cool place. It's a Gordon.
Ah, you're precious.
They're always so fascinated by Morn Watchers, aren't they? We're also enjoying the gardens, but with one last ritual ahead. On your way, my friend.
Let's play Balacho. Thank you, Chris.
Spirits really are your specialty.
I've always had a rapport with them. Even as a child, they were my companions.
After you started training here?
After I was orphaned.
Oh.
A collapsed building, swift deaths. After the funeral, the Watchers took me in.
And not so different. Watchers discovered me down here as a foundling.
I'd heard a Watcher was found as an infant in the necropolis.
Well, I ran around Navara streets before I went back to the Watchers. You settled in better?
I needed time. When I first arrived, I was terrified.
And you still joined the Watchers?
They're what saved me. Come, the next set of graves lies ahead.
Learning something about both Rook and Emmerich here.
Alright. Also, don't mind the noise. That's just fire and totally not plastic that Susie's
Please,
fucking
light
with.
the next candles if you
Totally
would.
fire noises. Yeah, that's fire.
There's much to recommend
Even the
about
crunch.
rhythm of a ceremony. It eases our worst hours. As a boy, the Watcher's rituals were exactly what I needed to steady my days with purpose.
If our necropolis teaches us anything, it's to face life and death.
I was grateful for it, Rook. Immensely. All this pageantry, this magnificent gloom and its rites, I ask you, Rook, what is it for?
Let no Watcher forget that our greatest treasury is our dead.
Yes, exactly. This place is an abundance of history, of magic, of memories. The Watchers preserve it so the living may draw comfort from those who've gone before. We must get to the candle, please, Manfred.
I've resurrected simple undead before, but I've never seen a wisp animate a corpse so smoothly.
He's taken remarkably well to having a body, haven't you, Manfred? Here are the last candles you'll need to light. Once you're ready, we'll need to ring the bell. Let the rites be acknowledged. Our bonds seen and sealed.
We honor the listening spirits.
Hello.
Hail from the abyss.
We witness, good watchers, faith kept in all our paths.
It's been a while since I saw greater spirits of the necropolis.
Those
There
two
we
in
go.
particular are amongst our oldest friends. We'll need to ring the bell once more to close out the departing ceremony.
Jason just takes his fucking hammer. I got it.
Oh!
They said ring the bell, not break the bell.
So you were really afraid of this place as a child?
It wasn't the necropolis itself, but what was draped around it. Have you ever been frightened by the thought of dying, Rook?
Nope.
I've already done it once.
It's part of life.
I wish
Look at my
I'd had
eyes and
your
ask me that again.
equanimity when I was younger. That's when I discovered I possess a great terror of dying. It goes beyond dread. can't be reasoned with or soothed over. It comes without warning. In the dead of night, in sunlit streets, a raw, strangling fear struck somewhere deep past the heart.
That's an issue for a necromancer.
Oddly, I discovered I wasn't alone. I debated this fear with friends. I argued with teachers. Yet, it lingered. Manfred's right. That's maudlin enough. There are struggles, but a watcher should always find peace amongst the graves. And what sort of homecoming would this be for you if we didn't end with some light refreshment?
Well, if Manfred's excited, how can I refuse? Cheers, Manfred.
Thanks, Manfred. Thanks, Matt. Matfred.
And we're done.
Yep. While performing rites in the necropolis, Ember confessed that he has always been haunted by a fear of his own mortality. The rites brought him peace, however, and left him with an even greater resolve to face the perils of the world above. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Put that on you. And then there's Tosh. He was here the entire time.
Yeah, and she's like, I hate it here, 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 I hate it here.
Rises now the evening star. Counterweight to hail desire. Feel the old year's clutching toll. Mark the banking of the fire. That is deeply unsatisfying because it throws off the fucking rhythm. To be one more line. Death's new bounty blooms awake. Wrapped in silken morning sighs. Golden is your newfound birth. Flame eternal in your eyes. I just wasn't reading that first one correctly.
You may have missed the first line or something.
Yeah. Eternity's witness. Ah, yes. The days of checking gravestones and looking at all the inscriptions. Fable was a good series. Yep. Fire on the sands above stirs the breath and paints the sky. Insects flock in golden vaults. Shepherds wake and red hawks cry. Oh. Why is my controller vibrating when we're over here?
Keep going.
I feel like that's the way back.
No. Keep going. Da 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 da.
Huh. Neat.
Okay, no, you did. I looked back in the stream, you did read the first line. I just don't know if you registered the first line just by reading it after you read it.
Okay, I will keep that piece of equipment for when we're fighting dragons. Otherwise, it's useless.
Welcome to most of Tasha's equipment. Most of Tasha's equipment is dragon-based. You just go through one of these and you end up in like
I understand
fucking
that your mother is quite the scholar, Tash.
You wake up in the tower
Must
in
have been
fucking
wonderful
Ferelden.
growing up learning from her.
Back in Origins.
Yeah, it was great.
No, what the fuck?
Oh god.
That was a long section.
And then Special Cadus wakes up.
Yep. On the Ferris wheel.
The Ferris wheel.
Yeah, the Ferris wheel.
Fairest of them all.
Yep. The T snuck out. Yeah, Special Cadus wakes up on the Ferris wheel. And then he sits up from laying his head down on Erebos' lap, who's too scared to move.
Why do I need this wisp?
The cart blows up anyway. And then Erebos wakes up again.
Why do I need this wisp? Oh, that's where these doors open to. Okay. That's where it all connects. Cool. On beetles. Fucking beetle. Oh. What else? Oh. It's doing the thing again, isn't it? Oh no, Tosh. Like, it better not be having that glitch where it's just gonna keep giving me the, hey, there's something you need to check out. Signal. Okay.
You know, come to think of it, it's been a while since this game was updated.
It has,
I don't
hasn't
remember
it?
when the last update was.
Back in December, I think. Anyway. I highly doubt that anything new is going to pop up at the tower, or the lighthouse, but I can't be sure. Better double check.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hey. Be paranoid.
Huh?
The paranoia was spot on.
It's been a while since I was into Winter, but I remembered you. I was chasing a rageling, and you were after...
The Voldorma job?
Is that what you call it? I call it a mess.
Then joining this team, it'll be just like old times.
They met each other before. What do you know about that?
With all my regards. Oh, but I don't want them to think me homesick.
Hi, Emmerich.
Rook, hello. Just composing a few letters. The other Watchers have been most interested in our adventures.
You have more credibility than I do back home.
Perhaps. Speaking of home, have we really never met around the necropolis before? Even in passing?
I don't remember everything from my scholar days.
You seem to have done well.
Right. Only I never took advanced classes. Got too... busy.
You know, I'd heard we'd had a young Watcher getting into scrapes on the streets of Navarra around then.
They weren't scrapes. They were... extracurricular learning opportunities. Also, only rumors.
I see.
Sounds like something I would say.
Yeah.
I should fulfill my Watcher oaths and ask, any supernatural trouble in Navarre?
A gathering of pride spirits down in Cumberland, easily dispelled. And we finally stopped those wandering cenotaphs from appearing in the Weeping Vale. That took some effort. Nothing else, aside from the elven gods disrupting the Fade.
Oh, it's that little thing.
Yeah, it's minor inconvenience.
And yet...
There's so much more than spirits in the Fade. Entities and instrumentalities we know only by their shadows.
If you've spotted something in the Fade...
I'm not sure. It's only an occasional stillness where movement and light should be. Let's hope I'm imagining things.
I suppose we'll come back to that later. I'm sure that's not a throwaway line.
I miss anything big around the necropolis while I was gone?
Caspar I led a stately procession around the wards of his tomb palace.
That hasn't happened in 300 years.
No one knows what occasioned it. Oh, and necromancers outside the Morn Watch attempted to claim the funerary dead. Again!
It's right in the Royal Charter. Only Mortalitasi ascended to the Morn Watch have final authority in the necropolis.
I've had to explain the distinction between Mortalitasi and Watchers a dozen times since leaving home.
But it's simple. Every Navarra necromancer is called Mortalitasi, and some Mortalitasi join the Morn Watch. Done.
Exactly. One would think.
Fucking nerds.
Especially, thinking back to some of the conversations that we had in Inquisition about the Mortalitasi and Navarran culture.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't help overhearing the word.
Thanks, Cassandra.
Homesick.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fine. Completely absorbed in our venture. But if I were home, I'd be preparing for new students or requests to speak to the dead.
It looked like Banford was about to dance there.
He probably was. He's dancing right now, you just can't see him.
You didn't stop teaching just to be with us, did you?
I'm long overdue for a sabbatical. Besides, do you know how many students the faculty wanted in my class next season? 10! How's one meant to tailor separate lessons for 10 pupils at a time? Honestly.
Can people just ask you to show up for some corpse whispering?
Oh, nothing official. There are very few of us, but we help here and there. Questioning a victim of murder, clearing up disputed
Obviously.
wills, and sometimes fetching back last words from a loved one.
Have you used corpse whispering on King Marcus?
Whatever are you talking about?
Come on.
His Majesty's health is a delicate subject. Besides, the palace necromancers aren't watchers. They've their own corpse whisperer.
So King Marcus is dead? Or undead?
Half the nobility must suspect by now. Can you imagine what the other kingdoms would think? I stay well clear of it.
I'm sure that whole conversation would make more sense if I was reading a lot of the fucking codex
if you
entries.
know more about Navarran lore.
Yeah.
Good to chat. I'll let you get back to your letter.
Before you go, I wanted to thank you for your company in the Memorial Gardens. There's another ceremony I have to perform there. If you'd like to visit again.
Absolutely.
Not yet, but soon.
You see, I do, but because that's marked as a romance option, I can't.
I'd like that. I've seen a lot of interesting places outside the necropolis, but
I do miss the vastness of the tombs.
Exactly. And all the friendly dead.
A visit home will do us both good. I'll let you know when it's time.
Again, it's just a very pleasant conversation.
Yep.
All right.
Suzie loves him.
Huh?
Suzie loves him. He's great.
Oops. Tosh, what's up?
Hey, glad you stopped by. I was gonna grab drinks with the Lords of Fortune at the Hilt. Come along if you want. Get to know the Lords.
Sounds good.
Conversation or venture? Or venture. Walk,
Outing.
I guess. Outing. It's an outing.
I want to say it's a conversation. Conversation.
Conversation. We can knock that out. I also just realized that it's going to be extremely awkward when I make Keshin. Because, you know, he's a mercenary, so he would go with the Lords of Fortune, which is run by Isabella.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's gonna be a talk. Even though it doesn't count as canon, but in my canon, damn it. Get in here.
My team. This is the duo I take in my me file.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm genuinely surprised though that you're willingly taking Bellara.
I'm figuring I might as well spice things up a bit.
Ready to level up your punching experience?
No.
I appreciate that line.
Get you at the hill.
I saw the Hivernal flying by with my own eyes, big as the sky, and ready for the lords to come be heroes. We take it down, and the village nearby will eat like kings and love us for it. It had bright red and blue scales. They'll be worth a fortune, even beyond the Horde.
That's not a Hivernal. You saw a Kaltanzan. And she's acting normal. She's not one of the dragons blighted by the gods. Going after her would get us killed for no good reason.
I'm gonna have to side with the Lords of Fortune's resident dragon expert.
You sure you're not just scared, Tosh?
Fight it if you want. Tell us where to send your stuff after it kills you.
Aw, sorry, Cutter. Tosh gets final say. We leave the Kaltanzan alone.
You think I can't fight a dragon just because I don't breathe fire?
You can't fight a dragon because you don't know what you're doing.
Oh.
Fine. You're the expert.
I mean, it's true.
One less thing to worry about. If the Kaltanzan isn't an option, what else have you got?
There's rumors of another dragon off to the west. Heard anything, Tosh?
Yeah. Not sure if it's blighted like the ones that attacked Minrathous and Treviso. But it's killing people in villages near Arlethan Forest. They need help.
Well, that's glory.
Fucking Arlethan.
Fire breather. They always have lairs with a horde.
And there's gold. Tempted yet?
We might be able to spare the time for a dragon hunt.
Can't wait to see what you find. Now, Has Tash told you about fighting a Gamadon storm rider in the middle of a typhoon?
Best time to catch him.
Oh, it was glorious, Rook.
That sounds like a story.
It's Isabella. There's always a fucking story whenever she's around.
That's fair. Oh, that doesn't actually come up as a quest.
Nah.
Damn it. Fucking let me dragon hunt.
It was a conversation.
The conversation that would lead... I thought it was a conversation that would lead to another
Oh,
quest.
fuck you with the conversation.
Anybody else? Oh my god, yes.
Also, I like how you talked about, like, you were asking if the wetland thing would take an hour, and now we're an hour past when we talked about it. See, this is why I never know.
I did say afterwards when we reloaded up the game, it's just like, oh, the game might have the answer to our troubles for us here.
Okay, that's enough.
Hassan, stop bullying
Quiet now.
Manfred.
Fine. Who wants a treat?
I do.
I do.
Me? I want one.
Well, I don't have any.
Why'd you get my hopes up?
A little white lie to quell the riot.
Are you sure it's little to them? Yeah, Duvrin, where's my treat?
Come on, guys, give me a break. Rook?
Squawk.
Become the problem.
What are we all saying?
Well, it isn't be quiet.
Sorry. It's all I've got.
Later.
You can't just leave me with this.
Good luck with that.
Walk in, say I want a treat, rile them up, and leave.
Yeah. I've done shit like that.
That's funny. That's the best way to fucking end the
Walk
stream
in,
off.
see a fire, stoke the fire, walk back out.
That's the best way to end the stream off. I'm not doing anything else after that.
You know what? That's fair. You're just tired and you just fuck with Davros.
Oh man, that was good. That was fun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh goodness. Well, we got a little further. We got to see how much of a fucking impact our actions had on Dogtown. Yikes.
Yeah. Fucking yeah.
Fucking yikes. So next time we start on the wetlands and continue to ignore Arlitha.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Why not?
Again, if it's not
They're
gonna
not going anywhere.
I was gonna say if it's not gonna expire.
Yeah, exactly. They're not going anywhere.
If we have another like super like low energy stream, that'll be stuff to just start chipping away at.
See, funny enough, in my first playthrough, like I didn't get to Arlithan until late game. I just didn't. So you're like, it's because it's out of the way. It collects a bunch of side shit, but it rarely ever has main shit.
Yeah.
Not that it doesn't, but just it's just not as prevalent in the beginning.
Yeah. The only downside is
Plus it's just more forest. We've already seen forest. No, we haven't seen the fucking necropolis.
It's true.
That's new.
And
We haven't seen the fucking beaches of Ravane.
Yeah.
We've seen forest. We've seen tons of forest.
We've seen so much forest.
Forest is everywhere. We haven't seen necropolis. We haven't seen fucking cities. like dense cityscape of Docktown that's now a steaming pile of shit. We haven't seen fucking Antiva.
Yeah.
We've seen forests. I know, yeah, it's magical elf forest, but it's still a forest.
Like that's such a it's so boring at that point. Like,
yeah, they had to spruce it up by giving it like ancient elven technology, but I mean, at least to me, that wasn't enough to make it any more interesting. Don't get me wrong, the forest scape is a lovely scene.
Yeah.
But like, there's everywhere else too.
Like, okay, then you compare it to such vastly different environments, like Treviso, like the Necropolis, where it has that darker fucking energy, but it's also extremely beautiful. It's like, that's what I want to see. That's the aesthetic that I like.
But hey, at least none of this is the deep roads.
You're right.
At least it's not just caves.
Deep roads.
Roads.
Okay, so rest of this week. I talked to Chris about it yesterday. He said there's most likely going to be lethal tomorrow.
Cool.
So I probably will be joining in for that.
Cool. We'll be there. Probably.
Awesome. And
so
Chris
we'll
said
finally have a 5-person group.
Might be 6.
6?
Apparently, Chris is bringing in somebody, one of his art friends.
Okay. I've never heard of that. One of his work friends, did you say?
Art friends.
Oh, art friends. Okay. Is it Suzie? Are we playing with Suzie? I'd love to play with Suzie. That's a great art friend.
Not my circus, not my monkeys. But
what does that even mean in this scenario?
It's not my fucking place to interject. Of course, for how long?
You said you'd love to play with me, PJ.
I just wanted to see if you would say it, if I'm being honest.
Of course, the how long is very much dependent on how much nonsense I can take. Because
I mean, the game is nonsense, so...
I know, but it's more all of the exterior or interior.
You just hate when there's, overlapping music.
I'm sorry that I get overwhelmed.
You should
How
be.
fucking dare I?
How dare you?
How dare I have fucking sensory overload?
You know what? Give me your badge. Give me your badge.
But anyway, yeah, so Lethal tomorrow on Nick and Chris's Twitch channels.
Assuming that he does actually join. I assume he will. I haven't gotten confirmation, but odds are high, I think.
On Thursday, providing Suzie feels well enough, we will be back over on my Twitch channel. We have just finished up Kingdom Hearts 3. The Kingdom Hearts journey is done for now. So we're going to be shifting gears and heading back into the world of Devil May Cry for a bit of a project that I mentioned to Suzie, and of course they latched onto it, of Devil May Cry in timeline order with a bunch of commentary by the resident DMC expert.
It's gonna be a redux of all of the fucking DMC stuff, which means look out for another newer HD collection.
Shut up. Listen, I said that, once I finish Kingdom Hearts 3, they would announce Kingdom Hearts 4, next week, and I still haven't heard anything yet, so... I don't think we can bank on my fucking
it's
curse.
Not gonna be until you play through all of the games again.
Oh, no.
You know I'm right.
No.
It can't just be, oh, you finished it and now there's the next one. That's awesome. No, it's, you have to suffer.
Ugh.
You have to suffer to get
I suffered the first time.
Yeah, suffer again. If you think it's enough, it's not enough.
Ugh. Anyway. But we are going to be starting with DMC Devil May Cry, the non-canon one. which wasn't there a rumor?
Rip the Band-Aid off.
I mean, yeah, we're just gonna get it out of the way.
Of course, I say that while also DMC 2 is or sorry, Devil May Cry 2 is still there.
That being said, wasn't there? I mean, I guess it's kind of long buried by now. Wasn't there some sort of fucking word on the street that the DMC Devil May Cry was going to be getting a second part to it a while back?
God, I hope not.
I knew that was exactly word for word what was about to come out of your mouth.
I'm pretty sure I heard something about that before.
I don't even play the series, and I hope not.
Oh, I hope not too. Like, don't get me wrong. I just wanted to make sure my information was correct.
Why? So
Victor don't need to exist anymore.
So the Nephilim can come back?
Ugh.
You know, the Nephilim?
Ugh.
I actually looked on the wiki page the last time you guys talked about it while I was in the call.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny how even the wiki page says it's like, yeah, despite the fact that they're called Nephilim, that's not actually what it means. But it's what they use for it.
But, yeah, so it's going to be DMC Devil May Cry, and then Devil May Cry 3, 1, 2, 4, 5. That is the timeline order. And God, it's going to be a fucking shift to go from one to another there. But
so, question. So it's going to be in chronological order, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you still doing the entirety of the games, including stuff that is not canon, or are you sticking to the story? So, like, I think of 4, for example. Are you going to play the side stories of 4? Despite the fact that they're not actually a part of it, because like the fucking lady and
stories.
Well, the lady and Trish sections aren't necessarily canon. I remember that much because they just go through the entirety of the story doing what Dante and Nero did. Is that not what it is?
It's not. They are technically canon because they were technically they're going through the same thing.
But it's just a reskin.
It's just a reskin, essentially, yeah.
In which case the answer is no.
So you're just gonna do the main thing of 4, for example?
Yeah.
I forget if the other ones had, like, I know they're like the Virgil modes.
The Virgil modes are important.
Suzie says with a completely non-biased opinion.
I forgot. Are all of the Virgil modes important?
Okay, so
good that you have this conversation before Thursday.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, DMC Devil May Cry is like...
Well, okay, that's different. That's also not
DMC
canon at all, anyway.
DMC Devil May Cry, the Virgil mode is important because it's a completely different story. Like, it is completely different side story, whatever. And you play that after your Mark's story.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's Mark. Anyway.
He looks like a Mark.
In DMC 4, there are 2 cutscenes in the Virgil story that are very short. But...
Isn't that the beginning and the end?
Yeah.
So do the Virgils. You know, you could theoretically just look them up at that point.
Which I probably
Instead
would.
of playing the whole game again.
But because Virgil is so OP, going through his section is like
He usually
so fast. It's so fast.
He usually is, though. That's kind of the whole shtick with him being a secret character.
Yeah, Suzie, you and I are going to have to talk about which Virgil modes that I'm actually going to have to wind up playing.
Yeah, because I didn't know if you were just doing it in chronological order, but you're playing the whole games again, or if like you're doing the actual story in order. Because I didn't know. I didn't know what your plan was.
Well, see...
Because, I mean, the fact that you're including DMC at all means that, you know, you're clearly still including shit. Alright, here, how about a different inflection? You're still clearly including shit.
Because if If that's the case, then we would have to do the Virgil mode of Devil May Cry 1 first, because that's what chronologically happens first, right? He winds up on the island first. Wait.
There's a Virgil mode
In two. Was it 2 or 3?
Excuse me? You're thinking 3.
Thank you.
But we're doing...
Yeah, you gotta go fight fucking... You gotta go fight Red Virgil.
We're doing 3 first anyway.
He said 1 because that was the one you were gonna start with, I'm assuming.
No.
No? Okay, you're just dumb.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just an idiot.
Okay. It's okay, everyone. He's just stupid. It's okay.
We'll discuss the specifics of it later. It was not meant to be open to an entire conversation right now.
It crossed my mind and I wanted to ask, and I figured I'd ask while it was on my mind. Because you know me,
fair.
if I don't say it while it's on my mind, it's gone.
No, that's fair. It's... I mean, it's not too much planning. It's just trying to figure out the order of things.
I mean, we can finish the stream here, and then immediately after we end, then we can go into a big discussion about it.
Yeah.
So
anyway,
let's do that.
Yeah.
My channel's not dead.
Throw myself down the stairs.
Okay. Make sure you film it. Get a lot of views.
Anyway, the Devil May Cry in quote-unquote timeline order journey gonna start on Thursday on the Twitch channel. Friday, no. I don't. You and Chris have to have a conversation about that, Suzie. I have no part in that. Saturday, we're going to be doing some more Fire Emblem.
Does he even know?
Yeah, I told him yesterday.
Okay, good. I thought of this when the last time the schedule was posted, of like, you know, now that Chris is actually involved, maybe we should move that to either the full game group or like to the hunting club group. Because now that actually pertains to Chris.
I can copy and paste it later.
I mean, we can start in the next cycle. It doesn't really matter, but because he's already been informed.
Saturday, we're gonna do some more Three Houses.
Oh my god, I'm excited.
The Crimson Flower route.
Which I have now beaten on my own time.
That is true.
Beat it over the weekend.
And after the stream, I made sure that we were okay. No. Like, I want to start defending myself, but we're gonna talk about that when the stream actually happens. Let's just say whatever happens, it was not purposeful. I was chasing after a goal and there was a side effect for it.
You couldn't put the game down, that's what happened.
That's not it! And you know it! You know that wasn't it!
You just couldn't put the game down.
I was chasing after that last magic level up so we can recruit Lysithia. You shut your fucking mouth!
You just couldn't. You just had to get that you had to get that straight Fire Emblem into your veins.
Guys?
PJ's getting under my skin. It's nothing new.
Just one more level.
Anyway, if you want to hear more of that, come back on Saturday. Sunday is going to be the last Sunday for a while that I'm going to be streaming. And we are going to be beginning the next series, solo series of mine over on the Twitch end of things. I finished up Persona 3 Reload episode, I guess. And
God.
I know. And we.
Hey Rob, was it good?
It was an experience.
Was it worth it? Oh man, the fact that there's not a yes right away is really telling.
It was the same story beats. It was the exact same story beats as the original answer.
I mean, it is a remake.
I don't.
But I mean, I know like
the
base game had some differences, but
I will talk to you more about it after we are done. I'm not going to get into this fucking rant a third time on stream.
Oh boy. Oh, you had a rant yesterday, didn't you?
Yes.
You fucking loser.
Anyway, we're going to be shifting gears, and I have made my mind up. We are going to be starting something that I didn't think that I was going to do, but because I have it, I don't have the money to buy a new game, so I have to kind of look at my library and see what I have. But also just something I needed a little bit of a palate cleanser from all the fucking dungeon delving that the DLC put me through.
Yeah, that's about right.
I
love Persona conceptually, but man oh man, do those suck.
Oh my god. It's like 6 hours of dungeon between every story beat. It was terrible.
I know, that's what makes it really hard for me to get back into the games. Like, literally, that is the problem.
Yeah. It's like trying to go through a whole fucking segment of Mementos.
I love Persona as a visual novel, not as a video game.
Yeah. But I'm going to be starting Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh my god.
Specifically...
Prepare for pull-ups.
Specifically as a new game plus run. The only reason I am doing that is because, well, first of all, the game allows me to do it. So
That's a solid reason.
Well, that's one of the, like, it's easy to just start a new game plus run. Which means I will have I will have all the items, like all of the achievements are already marked.
Oh, so you don't have to do pull-ups for like fucking 17 hours anymore?
That's what I'm getting at, yes. Is the fact that, like, I can show off the side stuff because they will still unlock.
You're not tied to it.
Right. I can show off the side stuff as they unlock, but I will not be bound to do it because I will have already done it.
Hey Rob, remember my phrase when you were watching me play Three Houses? The, if I do it once, I never have to do it again?
Yeah.
You see what I mean now?
I do, yes.
If you do it previously and you have what, it gives, you just never have to do that shit ever again.
And that is the exact mentality I'm going to be going into this one.
Exactly. It's really liberating.
Yeah. Like, I will be happy to show it off because it is still side content. I want to show what the game has, right? But I will not feel like I have to sit there for, as you said, 17 fucking hours trying to complete this one minigame because it will have already been checked off. I won't need to do it.
I still remember, like, every fucking weekend when you would share that game, and just every time you shared it, you were doing the fucking pull-up things.
How long? I was at it for, it had to have been at least a month. It had to have been like a month.
Again, every time we got into a call, you would share it, and you'd just be doing the same pull-up minigame. Which, don't get me wrong, I would enjoy watching Tifa.
Right.
Do not get me wrong. But outside of the Tifa, it was just the same thing each time.
Yeah.
The Tifa's great, though. I really like the
Tifa. Tifa is good.
And the Tifa! Anyway.
And again, it will let me get through. It will let me basically just do a story-based run because I will be overpowered as fuck. I'll already have all the equipment, and I can just
easy mode,
go
Rob
through.
mode.
Yeah, Rob mode. Rob mode.
What the fuck?
Rob mode. Rob mode. And also, hopefully, by going through it again, I will be able to wrap my head around what the fuck I saw during Rebirth. Because I still can't understand all of that. So maybe a second playthrough will help. help my perspective there a little bit. I already played Crisis Core, even though the ending is blocked off because I was doing it through the PlayStation, and they blocked some scenes. But yeah, whatever.
That always sucked.
That wasn't my proudest fucking series there. Also, because Zack, while he is kind of an important character, I don't necessarily care too much about him in Crisis Core, so, I could take it or leave it. Also, the gameplay loop was just kind of meh. I digress. We're going to be starting that on Sunday. On Monday, over on the YouTube side of things, Chris and I will be back, maybe with Smiley. Who the fuck knows? That's a week-to-week basis.
Did she join you last time?
Yeah.
Of course she did. I've been surprised she hasn't already.
Well, it's because Chris and I usually just get into a call directly, but he happened to be in a call with them at the time, so it just kind of...
Well, right, but I mean specifically because of the game that was being played.
Oh, yeah.
Because I know she's addicted to that game.
And I can see why. I mean, after all, you recommended it to her, and then they recommended it to me, and it's all for the same fucking reason, so...
Again, I see anything that looks like an Earthbound / Undertale game, and I'm just like, here, Pooja.
Yeah.
You might like it. It looks like something you might like.
Yeah.
That's what I always do, because, I mean, I don't usually play those games, but I see them a lot across... They cross my desk a lot. So...
But yeah, we're going to be doing some more In Stars in Time on Monday, and then next Tuesday we wrap back around here, doing some more Dragon Age Veilguard, heading to the next story beat. That's really...
Oh boy.
That's really all I have on my end. I can't speak for Chris. He can't even speak for himself most of the time. Don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah, he lost his tongue in the war.
At the very least, again, tomorrow, more Lethal Company. Thursday, I know that it's a toss-up with you guys between more Chained Together and more Dwarves.
It's probably going to be more Chained Together, if I had to guess. Because,
Okay.
I mean, we've already gone halfway through it at this point.
And both of those will be over on the Twitch side of things.
That'll be on both Chris and Nick's perspective. Assuming that Nick... I don't know if he actually ended up streaming last time, because...
He did not.
Yeah, he started to, but then one of the chatters said that his side of it was super laggy and muted. And I don't think he ever... I don't think he ever started the stream back up. I think he just gave up. His new computer is not a good computer.
Yeah.
He got it just for the ability to play games. He decided to also stream on it. It's clearly struggling a lot trying to do that, but I mean, more power to him.
Alright.
I feel like he and I and Chris need to just go into a call and... Because I don't even think he uses, like, OBS, for example. I assume he uses something completely different. I haven't even asked him.
He might be using Twitch Studio.
I have no idea. I have no idea what he uses, but I assume it's not OBS. So
Either
I feel
way,
like that alone...
Either way, it's not doing any
minus
good.
the fact that Rob and myself have been having nightmare scenarios with our OBSs. Again, I don't know. Maybe I should try the safe mode thing for mine. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, man. To be fair, I don't think there's been an update since... Well, no, that's... Never mind. I'm not entirely sure about that.
Right. Oh boy, I hear rent.
What?
I hear rent.
Oh. The fluff.
The fluff.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's...
It'll at least be on Chris's end.
Yep.
Meow.
PJ, if you would like to reiterate what you said before.
And my channel's not dead, and this time it's not because of lack of motivation, it's literally because my internet is not... At least I assume it's my internet. Is not working enough,
Cooperating.
and I do not have control over this. I have to wait until external parties work on it. Which I cannot even contact them. It's not something I myself can do, otherwise, probably have this sorted out by now, or at least move on to the next thing that I think it might be. Because if it's not the internet, I have no fucking idea what the problem is.
Right.
It's clearly not my computer. So, it's either OBS or it's something else, if not that. But I can't stream right now on my own channel, but I'm still active all over the place. As was said, tomorrow is Lethal Company. I'll be a part of that. Chained together on at least Chris's channel. On Twitch, I should say. The next 2 days are all on Twitch. At least on Chris's channel. Tomorrow, definitely on Chris's channel. Maybe Nick's. Not quite sure. And then, same thing for Thursday. And then I'll be on the group streams.
Yeah.
On at least Saturday. I guess not Friday this week.
Because I neglected to mention it. The group streams are back in full, not just on my end. Chris has also done some group stream stuff as well. We started a fully voice acted playthrough of the Phoenix Wright series. We got through the tutorial case in the first part of the second case. The only reason that we might not be able to do it this week is just, as usual, just scheduling stuff. But from what I see in the near future, and providing that nothing else happens, we should be good to go from next week onward for a little bit. So
He hasn't shown up yet.
Hmm?
His time approaches.
Oh, right.
He will come.
Stop it. Put him back. Not yet.
Once he's released, he will be out. He will be out on the table. He will be floundering on the table.
Put him back.
What the fuck is that?
Corner.
Oh!
He's gonna be in the spotlight in that. Like, it's gonna be...
I know.
It's gonna be an experience.
Again, it brings a whole new meaning to the way that they were talking about it.
Again, like... this is going to be... Like... I'm gonna have to be flexing my fucking improv muscles. Because I'm gonna be rewriting so much of his dialogue.
Yeah, you are.
Like, oh my... It's gonna be a different game. The context is gonna be so skewed.
It's gonna be rated M.
It's gonna be great.
Our streams already are rated M with PJ. And
Yeah, it's true.
That's true.
I alone raised the rating. Like my penis.
Anyway. Suzie, your channels.
Not dead.
Okay.
They lack my penis.
Yes, they do. But yeah, that is about it. If you look down below in the description... Keep going. If you look down below in the description, you'll find that... Yes, Suzie?
Nothing.
Haha!
Look down below.
Penis.
There are links to everybody's channels, as well as some others that we don't talk about, because otherwise we'd be here all night, as if we're not anyway.
I'm in the ending.
If
it's gonna go twice as long as it normally does.
it's true.
Unless you have a particular rant about a game that you want to get off your chest. In which case, that wouldn't be my fault.
Not on stream. If you don't care about anything else, we'll be here next Tuesday for some more Dragon Age Veilguard. Otherwise, catch us over on Chris's Twitch channel tomorrow for some more Lethal Company. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later. Good night, everybody.